Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Mike of Fights with Friends, Mike Sports Experience Emeritus. Coming soon out of Seattle here. The Los Angeles Rams are invading Seattle. And first play of the game here, we have a replay to look at. The Rams have challenged the first call that the play is a fumble. That Brown, number 18 of the Seahawks, was not indeed out of bounds, as the referees say. And it's going to be very close. It looks like the Rams stripped that. Waiting for the official announcement here. Here it is. So there we go. Call is reversed. Russell Wilson getting hit as he throws the ball out. The receiver, J. Brown, going out of bounds and getting hit. And they're ruling he was not out of bounds. And when I'm watching it, he was just not out of bounds. And here comes Todd Gurley, churning up 10 yards all the way to about the 22-yard line. And great field possession for these Los Angeles Rams. And not a good start for the hometown Seattle Seahawks. And here are the Rams, 2nd and 1. Actually, Gurley got about 9 yards. Here they come. A handoff to Gurley again. Big stop by number 87 of Seattle. Great tackle for a loss. Let's watch that one again. That was a beautiful play. And this Seattle crowd prides itself on being the loudest in the league. And that might have been offsides on the defense. Nope, maybe they're drawn, not in time. Neither one are late. And 4th and 6 incomplete. And the Rams, looks like they're going to probably have to kick a field goal here on 4th and 6. 4th and 6 incomplete, and you would imagine, how's everybody doing tonight? And here is the field goal attempt from the Los Angeles Rams. What's up, beginner trading? What's going on, Billy Hughes? And it is straight down the middle, 47-yard attempt. It is good. And that's going to be 3-0 Los Angeles Rams. And even though the Rams score there, Seattle, they dodge a bit of a bullet there. That could have been uglier than that. They gave the Rams incredible field position, and I think they're happy. I mean, they're not happy with what happened, but I think they have to be happy with only giving up 3 points after that and getting the ball back so quickly. What's going on, beginner trading? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to figure out that Discord sometime. What's going on, Billy? How you doing? Let me know if you want to come in and co-commentate with me, Billy. I planned on being on about 45 minutes ago. I took a short nap. I was going to take a short 45-minute nap after work, and I don't remember. I must have been really tired. I think I went and hit the snooze button, and I don't know if I shut it off or what, but then I looked over and noticed that the game was starting. It was like 5:20, so I jumped up out of bed and started my equipment here. Happy to be watching the Seattle Seahawks here, though, on a Thursday night. And 2, 3, and 1 teams. I'm hoping my Seattle Seahawks can take over lead of the division. Watching the end of the Braves versus Cardinals playoff game, tied in the ninth. So, that sounds amazing. That sounds like fun, Billy. What's going on, Kendrick Harris? It is 3-0 LA Rams. And the Seattle Seahawks are going to take back over here now after turning the ball over on one of the first plays of the game. Russell Wilson, a completion to number 18 Brown. Perfect hit by the Rams, caused a fumble, which ended up resulting in a Rams field goal. And the Seahawks are going to call fair catch. Tyler Lockett, number 16, in the end zone. And we'll see Seattle on the 20-yard line with 12:24 left here in the fourth quarter, or in the first quarter. Excuse me. Yeah, not a good start, Kendrick. I know, man. But let's see what Seattle can do coming out of the gate here. Take a look at Disley. Last week, that guy was sensational. Disley at tight end, new tight end for Seattle. And he was one of Russell Wilson's favorite targets last week. And Wilson on the run, throws it up and out of bounds, rushed. Rams defense ranks 10th in the NFL, 9th in the rush, 15th in the pass. Got Michael Brockers over there at the defensive end. Dante Flower, a linebacker. And 2nd and 10 here for the Seattle Seahawks. If you're following along, this is on Fox. Also on Amazon Prime tonight. And Seattle's going to run the ball. The handoff to Chris Carson. Maybe about 2 yards up the middle. What's going on, J.J. Smith? Let's go. Let's go Hawks, right? Everybody's a Hawks fan, right? Except for Vince Phillips there on the sideline. Rams defensive coordinator. What's going on, J.J. Smith? Doing good, man. All right, 3rd and 6, 11:42 in the first quarter. Play clock running down, 2. And Russell's going to hand it. First down, Chris Carson, about 4 yards there. Great run. They established the run last week against Arizona Cardinals for, really probably the first time this season. And maybe that was just what the doctor ordered. A rushing and passing defense that do not rank well in the NFL. With the Arizona Cardinals, but Seattle was able to get, guys were maybe able to get in and get some time, get some confidence. Hand off to Carson again, and he's going to get ran over for maybe a 2-yard loss. Before last week, Chris Carson had fumbled in every single game of the season. All right, Kendrick Harris. I knew I liked you. 2nd and 13. 10:38 left here in the first quarter. And here we go. 4 rushes, 2 passes so far. Play selection here for the Seahawks. Back to Russell. And he's going to get rushed and has to throw it away. Almost finds a receiver. But wow, that defensive line collapsed like the Hoover Dam. And I mean, it was like the Seahawks offensive line was just like putting a finger in a dam, literally. And number 99, Donald, breaks the dam. That is not the guy you want to leave alone. And there was not one guy blocking him. Horrible move there by the Seattle Seahawks. Post this link on Twitter, announce the stream on Facebook. Oh, thank you, Billy. All right, Wilson to the outside. Finds the receiver, Disley, for about 6 yards, but it is not going to be enough. What's going on? First, last in the house, and Wyatt Matheson. Seattle's kryptonite has been the Rams for years. You are right, man, even when they were not good. When they were like 5-11, 6-10. Man, we've struggled against these Rams for a long time. And 4th and 5, Seattle Seahawks will punt. A booming punt from number 4. He's going to take it about the 16-yard line, up past the 22, up past the 25, up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. 9:27 left here in the first quarter. Rams with the lead 3-0 and the ball. Oh, so we post a link on Twitter. I could. All right, I will, man. I'm going to do that right now. But first of all, you know, I was thinking I had already seen a commercial for Pizza Hut, and I got really hungry already. Guys, call Grubhub. Grubhub will hook you up. You don't have to leave. And Domino's and Pizza Hut, if you're looking for pizza now, they also sell beers. You can have a 6-pack of Coors Light, Bud Light, one of your favorite beers delivered to your house. They're from Pizza Hut, and if that's not your cup of tea, Grubhub is delivering from over 3,500 restaurants in the United States. International people, unfortunately, I don't think Grubhub, I think it's just in the U.S. for now. But definitely hit those up. Nobody has to drink and drive anymore. Nobody has to leave their house anymore to get any food. So it is sweet. What's up? Thank you, Kendrick Harris. Good to see you in here, man. First, last, I'm fifth to like. All right, thank you. Yes, everybody hit that like button if you haven't already. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that bell so you're notified whenever I go live or post a new video. And we will be going live in 2 days for UFC 243. Robert Whittaker versus Israel Adesanya for the UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. And I cannot wait. What a fight that's going to be. Braves versus Cards. Bottom of the 9th. Tied at 3. Oh, Jesus. I feel like I need to have like the old corner and corner. Keep me updated, guys. All right. 10 of you beautiful sports fans watching. I appreciate it. Jared Goff, the quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams, 517 passing yards last week versus the Bucs. That was an insane game. And number 16, He's going to hand it off to Gurley again, who has been gold for the Los Angeles Rams these last couple of years. Seattle needs to stop using these disgusting jerseys. Hard on the old eyes. It's a bit much. That neon, I like neon, and it's a bit much. Bit much. What's wrong with the one I'm wearing right here, right? The blue one's here, and Goff over the middle, and he finds a receiver, number 81, Everett, and that's about 15 yards there. And Russell Wilson right now has got to be ridiculously jealous of the protection that Goff's getting, because, I mean, his offensive line has been protecting him about as well as the guards for Jeffrey Epstein watched him under suicide watch. Number 30 catches the ball for about 4 yards there. Rams offense, 7th total in the NFL, 22nd in rush, but 4th passing. Yeah, it's a great one. I don't know what the deal is. I don't think they're sticking with these ridiculous things permanently, right? And I'm a big fan of neon. That's a bit much, though, and especially for a jersey. And the handoff to Gurley, and he's going to break free. First down all the way to the 30-yard line. 7:59 left in the first quarter. Rams 3-0 and threatening once again. This is not a good start for the hometown Seattle Seahawks. And the NFC Conference Champion defending Los Angeles Rams, they have been the Achilles heel of the Seattle Seahawks for several seasons now, and this is starting good for them. At least Gurley down the middle, number 30, again spinning, and about 8 yards all the way to the 22-yard line. 7.5 left here in the first. Rams 3-0, and they will take the ball next 2nd and 2. Don't like anyone beating my Seahawks. Exactly, man. Double down, left line. Cards lead 5-3. Bases loaded, only one out. I can't, man. I don't have enough screens. I mean, I guess I could, but 2nd and 2 here for the Los Angeles Rams. I don't have anything hooked up over on the... Oh, and there is another first down for the Los Angeles Rams running through this offensive line of the Seahawks. Seahawks defense ranks 8 overall, 6 on the rush, 10th in passing. And you're going to see a few of the holdovers from the old Legion of Boom. Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright. That's about all that's it. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Number 16, Goff around the corner, and he's going to run around just about to the line of scrimmage, and, maybe a positive couple of feet there. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Rams. 6:10 left in the first quarter. And it sounds like the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals, are about to beat the Atlanta Braves in Game 1 of their wild card series. The handoff to Gurley once again, and he's going to get about 2 yards, maybe 3. That's going to be 3rd and about 6.5. 5:35 left in the first. Rams 3, Seahawks 0. Officially 3rd and 6, they mark it. Over in the baseball world, like I said, Braves versus Cards, bottom of the 9th. Cardinals lead 5-3, bases loaded, and just 1 out. Wait, that can't be bottom of the 9th. That's got to be top of the 10 there, first last. 7-3 Cards. So it looks like the Cards are running away with it. Goff over the middle. And it's broken up. Number 24, Trey Flowers, breaks that one up. And it's going to be 4th and 6 again. And the Seattle Seahawks, I mean, they have to start doing something with this ball on offense. But again, they get lucky. Trey Flowers, that pass was at the 10-yard line. I mean, it wasn't a lucky play. It was great to knock that ball out. But another field goal attempt here from Greg Zerlin. 32-yard attempt. He's already got a 47-yard attempt. It is up and it is good. And the Los Angeles Rams go up 3-0 on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is an important, very, very important game for a lot of reasons. Both teams 3-1 coming into this. But this is an interconference game. So if two teams, of course, have the same record, it's going to come down to how they played against each other in conference to be the tiebreaker. And then, of course, if they go 1-1, I think they go by points scored. But Cards are cheaters, Billy says. I think they got the Braves drunk last night. Oh, that's hilarious. Are you a Braves fan, Billy? I thought you're a Rockies fan. I got to tell you, I do remember watching the Braves in high school. I had fond memories of those teams in the 90s. John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, Dave Justice. Just to name a few of that star-studded team that they had back then. Probably could have been team of the 90s. And I remember in 99, Yankees and Braves were playing in the World Series. And everybody said, basically, this is for the team of the 90s. And it did not go the Braves' way. The Yankees won. They ended up with more World Series for the decade. And ended up kind of being called the team of the decades. But Braves had a lot of good players on that team for a long time. Hate the Cardinals, says Billy. Well, come over here and hate the St. Louis Rams. Because they suck. No, I'm just kidding. Or Los Angeles Rams. I still want to call them the St. Louis Rams. Maybe Los Angeles will still the Cardinals, too. They already got a couple of baseball teams. Let's throw some trivia out here real quick, though, guys. And I had some trivia ready for Tuesday, unable to stream because a few things weren't ready. The channel name wasn't ready, so I decided not to go with that. But there's a variety of questions, a variety of sports. And the Rams kick off to the Seahawks. And they're going to take it to the 20-yard line. I think it's Cards versus Yankees in the World Series. All right, everybody, refresh your browsers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you see, Russell Wilson 7-1 on Thursday night games. First question going to be here. In the world of bike racing and bicycling, what does the initials BMX stand for? Russell Wilson under center at the 25-yard line. Hands it off to Carson, and he's going to shimmy shake for about 5 yards there. Gain of 5, 4:45 left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 5 for the Seattle Seahawks. Dodgers versus Astros in the World Series, says Billy. Well, we'll see. We'll have to do some playoff baseball for sure. Coming up here, 2nd and 5 for the Seattle Seahawks. Wilson with the snap, gets a little time finally. And the receiver, number 82, he's going to catch it and get about 5 yards afterwards. That's going to be a first down. Number 82, Luke Wilson. And a new name but old name, Luke Wilson, was on the Seahawks for years. Ended up being traded away or gone in free agency. I can't remember which, actually. And then we ended up picking him up off of waivers for, I believe, for around the minimum pay. And Russell Wilson over the middle finds number 14, Metcalf. That's going to be about 6 yards. And all of a sudden, this offensive line coming to life. Russell Wilson getting a little time. The Seahawks moving the ball down the field. 2nd and 5, 3:30 left in the first. 6-0 Rams, Seattle Seahawks with the ball. It is not bicycle motocross. Close, though. What's going on? Ordinary Pete, Extraordinary Pete in the house. Plays in opponent territory. 12 for the Rams, 0 for the Seahawks. And Russell Wilson fakes the handoff to Chris Carson. Going to take it himself, and he gets the 5-yard line. The 5 yards for the first down. And all the way to the 50-yard line. Seahawks, this is the best field position they've had so far. 2:45 left in the first quarter. Rams at 6-0. Seahawks at midfield, 1st and 10. You are correct. First, last, Bicycle Moto X or Xtreme. And the handoff to Chris Carson, and he's going to get stopped, dropped, and rolled. Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. Are we winning?
It's 6-0 Rams. But it's still the first quarter. You want to come in and watch?
I'm leaving again. I just want to say hi.
Okay.
I had a good swim meet, though.
Oh, good. How'd you do? Oh, how'd you do?
Yeah, I dropped time. I dropped, like, a second on my 50, and I dropped...
Second? Oh, wow.
No, I dropped a second.
Oh, dropped a second.
I dropped a second on my 50, and I dropped, like, 10. I think I dropped...
Wilson over the middle, all the way to the 18-yard line, number 88, Disley, and Seahawks are threatening. Hey, you're good luck.
Oh, well, looks like I have to leave. I'm going to meet Austin at Denny's because I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be home soon.
Okay, have fun. Love you, baby. Is Mom home?
She'll be soon.
Oh, okay. Tell her she should bring pizza home.
Okay.
Number 88, Disley.
She's going to make that mac and cheese stuff.
Oh, okay, that works.
Okay.
Number 88, Disley, one of the favorite receivers for Russell Wilson last week at tight end. Wilson back, fakes the handoff to Carson, and this offensive line giving him plenty of time again. But number 16 catches the ball in the corner of the end zone. Lockett. He got the feed, and they're going to go on a touchdown. Tyler Lockett in the corner of the end zone, and what a throw from Russell Wilson. And this crowd is going crazy, and the Rams are stunned on the sideline. Let's see if he got both feet in. 1, 2, what a catch. Tyler Lockett. That was so fast. I didn't even catch that he was inside. I thought it was going to be out of bounds, but now you watch it, and like a ballet dancer, Tyler Lockett, 1 foot. There it is, 1 foot, 2 foot. It is clearly in, and the Seattle Seahawks have tied this game at 6-6 with 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And here it is again, fakes the handoff to Carson, and the commentators are saying there's nowhere to throw it, and way over in the corner, almost in the crowd, he catches Tyler Lockett in double coverage, throws it only where Lockett can get it, and the extra point is good, and the Seattle Seahawks go up 7-6. here in the first quarter. What an incredible play from the hometown Seattle Seahawks. And I put the wrong score up. And there we go. Seattle Seahawks 7. Los Angeles Rams 6. Yes. 7-6, and for some reason my OBS is putting numbers backwards for the Seattle Seahawks again, but I'm going to have to fix that. That is not acceptable. All right, and the Rams catch the ball there, and even the commentator said he didn't think there was any way that his feet could have been in play. That was one of the greatest throws probably of this season, definitely the best throw that I've seen so far this season, and one of the best catches. Pressure point for Seattle, Jadeveon Clowney on defense. This guy is going to be a nightmare for the Los Angeles Rams. It is a nightmare. All right, and the Rams have the ball at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, 49 seconds left in the first. And Goff fakes the handoff. He's going to go down the field to number 12 in double coverage, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. 42 seconds left now in the first. 2nd and 10, Los Angeles Rams. Seattle leading 7-6 here at home, and he just couldn't catch him. Goff overthrows him there. Number 30. Doing a good job cutting off the route. You see the total yards so far, 108 now for the Seahawks, 59 for the Rams. Most of that for the Seahawks on that last drive. Goff again over the middle and another incomplete pass. Number 30 for Seattle breaks it up, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. Los Angeles for the Los Angeles Rams with 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here we go. Jared Goff under center, 3rd and 10. And this loudest crowd in the league, the Seahawks are putting the pressure on, and Goff is sacked, and that's a fumble. And the Seahawks have it. Number 50 jumps on it. And he's going to run it to the 20. And the Seattle Seahawks have the ball 20 yards out of the end zone. We'll see what they're going to call that. Maybe it may just be a 4th down tackle. I thought it was a fumble. So here's Goff. He gets hit as he's throwing. That's very, very close. If anything, that's throwing in the grasp, which, yeah, he was getting hit and threw from in the grasp. The old play, throwing in the grasp, not called very often, but I think that was the right call right there. But refs didn't get it. Flag is down on the kickoff, though, and the Seattle Seahawks are going to take it to the 15-yard line, get it to about the 20, and if that penalty's on the Rams, I'm guessing the Hawks are going to make them re-kick. So let's see who the flag's on. Oh, it's going to be a foul on the receiving team, half the distance to the goal, holding on the receiving team. So that's a big penalty for the Seattle Seahawks. All right, and I missed a lot in the chat. Sorry, I was trying to figure out why my score was going upside down, but I play you this week, Mike. Good luck. I have Disley. You have Wilson. Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll have to get an update. I'll have to look at it throughout the game. Hopefully Russell Wilson passes it to somebody else. No, I'm just kidding. Good luck, man. Number 20 up the middle. And a first down for the Seattle Seahawks, even after the penalty there. Or excuse me, 2nd and 2. I thought it looked like a first down. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Seattle, though, coming out of their own end zone. And the first quarter coming to an end here. (7-6) Seattle. 15 minutes left now in the second quarter. So far, a competitive game. I hear you, Billy. Making me sad, too. It's getting darker and darker. And earlier, Ordinary Pete, or Extraordinary Pete, got the first question right of trivia. And bicycling, what does the initials BMX stand for? Bicycle Moto X or Bicycle Moto Extreme. And I missed a few of your comments. Let's go back and try and get the highlights.
What do you say, Doc? Those are bad allergies.
Oh, was it? Oh, was it first actually? Yeah, that was a crazy reception, Wyatt. That was awesome. Back of the end zone. And I'm sorry, I said Ordinary Pete, and that was first last. And first last didn't say anything. So first last gets the first question, Bicycle Moto Extreme. And Haterade 9, he was the champion of Season 3. Of course, Tuesday Night Trivia. We didn't end up having the Tuesday Trivia this time around, but next week, definitely for sure, as my new logo is being worked on. Not everybody liked it, so I listened to the Fights of Friends family for the new channel, and it's getting some revisions. Can't wait for Whitaker and Adesanya either, man. That's going to be crazy. Oh, the card is not stacked at all. You're right, Wyatt. I have no idea why, especially since they're coming back to Australia for the first time in a long time. It's going to be basically, yeah, just a few fights on that main card. I was thinking the same thing. 2nd and 2 for the Seattle Seahawks here. 15 minutes left in the second quarter. 7-6 Hawks. Oh, and on 2nd and 7, that's going to be a false start on the offense. And again, penalties hurting this Seattle Seahawks team. They've been one of the most penalized teams in the league for the last several years. Did not hear about that pulse reloaded. That's horrible. Yep, Haterade champ. All right, 2nd and 7. Wilson under center. Flag on the play. Is this going to be a free players? Finds number 18 all the way to the 32-yard line. Number 18, Brown. Trying to make up for lost time. Trying to make up for that fumble earlier. And that's going to be offsides on the defense, so free play for Seattle. They're going to decline that. First down, Seattle Seahawks, 14:48 left in the second. Hawks 7-6. And Russell Wilson taking the ball now from about the 32-yard line. He's going to hand it off to number 20, Chris Carson, who's going to run into a mountain of Rams. Nothing going there, maybe about a half a yard. Go Rams, as I like mountain goats. Yeah, play selection even for the Seattle Seahawks. 9 rush, 9 pass. That would not have been the case just a few weeks ago. Last week, the Seahawks really got that ground game going for probably the first time of the year. Russell Wilson with the ball, and he's going to run it and slide just a few yards. He had a lot of pressure coming on him. 99 Donald was about to rock his world, and Russell Wilson slides in. Surrey is the new Chicago. What is Surrey? Sorry. Yeah, I heard you, Ordinary Pete. Yeah, that sucks, man. All right, 3rd and 8 for the Seattle Seahawks. Snaps back, and Wilson pressured again, and he's going to have to run this one. Flag on the play. And Russell only gets about 3 yards out of that. They can just not contain number 99, Donald. That's going to be holding on 78 on the offense, most likely. Oh, no, holding on the defense, number 21, Talib. Oh, they just said number 70, but penalties offset. So holding on the offense and the defense. Oh, that Donald, yeah, he is a full-grown man for sure. I would not want him running at me and trying to get that football. Guy is like the real-life water boy. UFC 244 and 245 are amazing cards. Oh, they are on fire, Haterade 9. You are not kidding. Why is Wilson so good? Something in the water here in Seattle. I don't know, man. Snap to Wilson. And number 99 pressuring once again. And Wilson going to be flushed out of the pocket. Goes for a pass to 83. And that knocked away by number 21 for the Rams. 4th and 8. Talib with the defensive play there. But Russell Wilson, again, not given much time by this offensive line. Up with the Ravens defense. Negative fantasy points the last 2 games. Oh, that sucks. And the Seattle Seahawks will be forced to punt again, 4th and 8. Oh, and he is... Wow. That punt almost blocked. That was very close to block, but... a big punt for the for the Seattle Seahawks. Number 4, look at 58 for the Rams. Is very close to blocking that. Rams will take over. Seahawks 7-6. And let's refresh the browsers real quick. And 3, 2, 1. Here in between commercials. All right, this trivia question to the world of basketball. These famous basketball performers have entertained the countries for decades with acrobatic moves and jokes. What's the team? What are they called? These famous basketball players have entertained the country for decades with acrobatic moves and jokes. Wyatt Matt. Oh no, actually Billy had it first. I didn't notice it at first. Billy, and then Haterade 9, and then Wyatt. That was a speed test. Billy gets it. First 2 plays here. Billy with 1,000 points, and first last with 1,000 points. Let's go Cup. And like I've said here, very soon this channel will be officially changing to Mike Sports Experience from Fights with Friends. Probably getting quite a few less viewers than if we were doing the pre-fight for UFC 243 tonight, Whitaker Adesanya. But we're going to do something for that tomorrow night. For sure. And comedic genius in the house. What's going on, my man? It's Wii Sports with Mikey. Oh, Jesus. Just getting ignored. I'm not ignoring you, Pete. What are you talking about? Hand off to number 30 for the Rams, and that's going to get shut down. 12:20 left in the second. 7-6 Seahawks. Yes, thank you, Billy. Zoltrol trolls. Oh, geez. Yeah. I don't need trolls. Thank you, Zoltan. And here, the Los Angeles Rams, I keep on wanting to say St. Louis on the 20-yard line. Handoff here to Gurley. He's going to get about 2-3 yards there. And that's going to be 3rd and 7, Los Angeles Rams. And if the Seahawks can get one more stop here, 3rd and 6, excuse me. I guess that was more than it looked like. 11:25 left in the second. If the Seahawks can get a stop here, they should take over with some pretty good field position. Big play here. This Seahawks crowd ruckus. Goff under center. 7 left on the shot clock. And Goff with the ball. Play clock. And Seahawks pressuring him, and he finds a receiver, number 30, but he's not going to get the first down. It's going to be about 2 yards short. Oh, and he was out of bounds anyways. 4th and 6, and the Los Angeles Rams will be forced to punt. Thank you, Wyatt. Commercial for me, so repeat. Game is boring. This game is boring.com. This is a good game, man. 4th and 6. Los Angeles Rams punting. Probably just good for me because it's my Seahawks. Maybe. 10:54 left in the second. 7-6 Seahawks. Well, I said both teams 3-1 here in the NFC West. And And I think not a bad start to this game, but yeah, not a huge scoring game so far. But if you're looking to score with the old lady, you're looking to score with, whoever you might, whatever lovely lady you might find yourself with tonight, or gentlemen, we don't discriminate. Make sure you check out Blue Chews. Get yourself through that first, second, third round. Discreet doctors will most likely approve you. If you're healthy enough to walk up the stairs, basically you're healthy enough for this prescription. Blue Chews. Use my code, and you're going to get 24% off your first purchase. Blue Chews. And first purchase for what's considered the heavy user, 16 times in a month, is going to run you about $50. So 24% off of that. Great deals from our sponsors over there at Blue Chew. Finding Seahawks fans is harder than finding flat earthers. What? There's a lot of Seahawks fans in here. Yes, thank you, Bill Hughes. And I need to get this over on Twitter. Like you were talking about, if you're not following me on Twitter, please follow us over at FightsWFriends. And if you follow me now, if it changes to Mike Sports Experience, it'll keep the follow. But I like to post a lot of fight clips, highlights, different things there. And, of course, polls. And we just hit 1,000 followers on Twitter this month. Or last week, actually. Thank you, Ordinary Pete. Well, thank you, Wyatt. All right, here we go. Seattle Seahawks. The 28-yard line. Wilson running around. Breaks a tackle, number 56. He's got a lot of time. And he finds a receiver, number 16. Tyler Lockett at the 43-yard line. I mean, Russell Wilson, look at him back here. He looks like he's playing in a playhouse. And he's all over the place. He's rolling to the left. He's rolling to the right. And once again, Tyler Lockett just finds enough sunshine to get open. 42-yard line, 10-10 left in the second. 1st and 10, Seattle Seahawks up 7-6. And there's a handoff to Chris Carson, and he's going to run it about 5 yards past the midfield marker. Yeah, those jerseys, they're a bit bright for me. They're a bit bright. I wish they would stick with this one right here, but it's like Aquaman. 2nd and 3 for the Seattle Seahawks. And Wilson's going to hand it off to Carson again, and he's going to get about 1.5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and short for the hometown Seahawks, who have got good field possession, but they're going to need a little bit more for a field goal. And a handoff to Chris Carson again immediately, and he gets the first down, but there is a flag on the play. I hear about Saquon. I heard he was going to be back quickly. I heard he could be back this week. Supposed to be about 8 weeks, and he's already making cuts at full speed in a semi-questionable. I seen that. I do not have him on my roster or in my team this week. But man, if he's able to play next week. $2 yards on the defense, offside, and 12 men on the play. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, a big one for the Rams, and first down, Seattle Seahawks. Said he did his rehab in Wakanda. Seriously? I'd wait another week before starting him, but that's some damn good news. Oh, yeah, man. Holy crap. It's been like hanging out with Francis Ngannou or something. Hand off to Chris Carson, and he breaks a couple tackles. Just about 2 yards there, though. Up to about the 40-41 yard line. Seahawks getting within field goal range here. 2nd and 7. Metcalf is a future star receiver. I agree, Billy. And Ordinary Pete. All right, 2nd and 7. 8:15 left in the second. Russell Wilson fakes the handoff. He's going to go deep to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks! Number 14, Metcalf. 40 yards on the play. Russell Wilson airs it up. And the Seattle Seahawks go up 13-6. And there are fireworks in my neighborhood because this is Seahawk country. Watch that again. Russell Wilson just throws it up where only number 14 Metcalf can find it. Perfect route ran here by Metcalf. And what a catch, what a throw, what a catch. And the extra point is good, and the Seattle Seahawks go up 14-6 in this huge conference game where the Seattle Seahawks can take over first in the conference with a win. The Rams would do the same. I believe they are tied. (14-7), guys. Seattle Seahawks. What's up, PBR Street Gang in the house? Anyone think Gemini, man? Looks good. New Will Smith movie. This is the first I'm seeing of it, actually. I mean, how often does Will Smith come out with a bad movie, though? I really can't think of one. Seems like it's been a decade since the Hawks have beat the Rams. Can they hold on? You are right, Wyatt. Man, and first last trivia. You ask and you shall receive. And 3, 2, 1. Next question again going to be in the Olympics. Actually, the United States has dominated this sport more than any other, winning 14 of 18 gold medals. The United States has dominated this sport more than any other, winning 14 of 18 gold medals since its inception into the Olympics. It is not track. 7 pounds was awesome, yeah. Billy Hughes, you are correct. It was basketball. Wyatt was right behind him. But it's going to be Billy Hughes. Yes, basketball. It's now 15 kilos. Oh, Jesus. And staying on the same subject real quick, name 5 players from the original Dream Team. Name 5 players from the original U.S. Olympic basketball team, the Dream Team. As the Seahawks kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, the Rams will take it on the 20-yard line. Make sure you name 5 so you don't give it away to other people. Name 5 players from the original Dream Team. Billy Hughes, Michael Jordan, Larry Johnson, David Robinson, Karl Malone, John Stockton. They all check out, and Haterade 9 was right behind you. Billy Hughes scores another 1,000, though. Rams, Goff fakes the handoff. Reception over the middle, number 30, but the Seahawks stopping it. Nothing going, maybe a yard. Good tackling there from the Seahawks. 7:50 left in the second. 14-6 Hawks. Tito, Jermaine, and Michael. That's pretty good comedic. Maybe we should make Billy wait 5 seconds before touching the keyboard. 2nd and 9 here for the Rams on about the 27-yard line. Goff back to pass. He has time over the middle, and he finds a receiver, number 83, Josh Reynolds, and that's going to be a first down for the Los Angeles Rams. Getting the ball past the 35-yard line there. And Rams in the huddle here. Cooper Kupp with no catches tonight. Just targeted 1 time. That is surprising. Goff again looks at the handoff. Finds a receiver on the outside again. And another first down. Finds number 17, Robert Woods, for about a 12-yard gain. And Rams nearing the halfway point. Actually past the halfway point. 55-yard line. And Goff in the hurry-up offense here. He's going to make the Seattle defense think. Airs it up again. Another reception to 18. And he's going to run it all the way inside the 20-yard line with 6 minutes left in the second. But there is a flag on the play. Hands to the face on the defense. Penalties declined. So even with the hands to the face, the Rams are able to get that one. Yeah, I don't know how he does it, Wyatt. All you guys got to do is take your alpha brain. That's the secret, I guess. Got to be quick first last. Gurley coughed it up like he has a cough. And, yeah, the fumble there, and the Seahawks might have it. And they do. I believe the Seahawks have it. There it is! Turnover. Seattle Seahawks retain the ball with 5 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second. Or recover the ball. They just rip it out. Look at number 90. I mean, he is doing reverse bench presses here on Gurley. Ripping that ball out. Wow. And the Seattle Seahawks are going to have not the best field position, but they're going to take a great field position away from the Los Angeles Rams, who were threatening to score. Bobby Wagner also ripping the ball out there. Number 90 and 54. Clowney jumps on it and gets the ball, number 90. What a play here by this new Seattle Seahawks defense who's lost most of the Legion of Boom. Like I was saying, KJ Wright. one of the only holdovers from that old defense. And this play is going to be under review. What's going on, Seven? Good to see you, my man. And maybe a second takeaway for the Seahawks. They're going to go away and talk about it. And let's talk about some trivia. Everybody refresh your browsers. And 3, 2, 1. The triathlon is an intense competition consisting of these 3 activities. A triathlon is what 3 activities? Comedic work secured at Trump's Tower. Oh, Jesus. Wyatt Matheson, you got it. It is swim, bike, and run. You were quick on that one, Wyatt. You were not being denied. And Haterade 9 right behind you. But Wyatt gets that one.
The Corona hotline is back, and so am I. Let's go to the phones. Corona hotline, Romo here. Hey, Tony, every time I leave the room, my team starts playing better. I'm not going back in there. Superstitious, huh? No. Come on.
Great one there. And guys, it is getting to be flu season. And you got to check out On It. Not only does On It help Billy answer questions way before anyone else, they are also the home of Shroom Tech Immune. I would try to tell young David this. Our house was not a fun place last night. We tried to tell young David to take his vitamins, take his Shroom Tech Immune and vitamins, and he did not, and he got sick. And he was refusing to take him, and my daughter was literally so upset. I mean, it was about to come to fisticuffs. She's in a lot of activities. She cannot afford to get sick. Young David dropped the ball and refused to take his Shroom Tech Immune. If he doesn't take his supplements, he's looking at possibly not getting his second quarter of college paid for. So he needs to get on it. But man, his sister was pissed last night. It was not a fun night in the Benedict household. But don't get beat up by your sister for getting sick. Go over to onit.com and get Shroom Tech Immune. Make sure you get the 10% off with the promo /fights with friends at onit.com. And Chris Carson with a 4-yard run here. 2nd and 6. Just over 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Mike's daughter versus Dutch. Make it happen, Dana. And she's wanting to go back in wrestling this season. She's got so many things going on. But 10 rushes, 30 yards. And Chris Carson breaks it open down the middle on 2nd and 6 and gets about 8 yards for another Seahawk first down. 4:40 left here in the second. And they would like to put another score on the board before we go into halftime, because starting the second half, the Rams will take the ball over. And throughout the years, the Seahawks have always been able to do something to lose to the Los Angeles Rams, no matter what's happening. And Wilson hands the ball off. Chris Carson with about 4 more yards here. I think you're a play ahead of me, Bill. You're ruining it for me. My 2-second KO, Dana. I don't want to fight Dana. I don't want to hurt him. We don't want to, we want to get the fights going. I'll go with Dutch, though. 2nd and 3. Russell Wilson fakes the handoff and down the middle. Number 88, Disley, making this defense absolutely dizzy. And the over-the-shoulder catch for the tight end, Disley. I don't have Fox on Sling TV. Oh, and there it is. Even off the face mask, Disley with great concentration here. And Reeder slapped that ball, too. What a catch from Disley. 40-yard line for the Seattle Seahawks. And the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here with 2:56 left in the second. 1st and 10. Seattle Seahawks up 14-6 with the ball. First down inside Rams territory. What's AEW? That sounds familiar. I'm out of the loop on that one, though, guys. That's like a new wrestling league, right? Will Disley, 3 receptions for 70 yards now. Hey, if you guys are into wrestling, I can get into wrestling. We can even do wrestling. Russell Wilson fakes the handoff, gets some time, and he's going to take it himself. Oh, and he's going to slide, though, because he has 4 Los Angeles Rams defenders coming at him. But he's going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards here. 6 yards there. 2nd and 4. 2:35 left in the second. 14-6 Seahawks. Never seen a better time to be a wrestling fan. I've watched 2 wrestling events in like the last 20 years, but I watched them both with you guys, the last 2 WrestleManias. And it was very entertaining. All right, the handoff to Chris Carson. And he's going to get about 3 yards short of the first down here. 3rd and maybe 1.5, 3rd and 1. And that's the 2-minute warning. Big 3rd down here for the Seattle Seahawks coming up. SmackDown prefers on Big Fox tomorrow night. What time is it at, Billy? I seen that Hulk Hogan's coming back. A bunch of the old wrestlers. How old is Hulk Hogan now? Like 95? 6 p.m. I should be able to make that. If that's what you guys want to watch tomorrow, maybe we'll do some WWE. It seems appropriate because they're going to have all the guys from way back when I used to watch it. You got Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin. Who else is coming on tomorrow? Is the Brock Lesnar? Yeah, should be a fun night. And The Rock. Yeah, I thought I'd seen The Rock was going to be there. So all the old veterans, man, that's going to bring out some viewers with The Rock being on there. All right, guys. So let's make it a date tomorrow on Fox with The Rock. WWE SmackDown live here on Fights with Friends. You still wanting to come in, Billy? I can give you a call when you're ready. And let's throw out a trivia question, though. And 3, 2, 1. All right, sounds good. And Wyatt got the last one. All right, what was the last World Series that was canceled? What year was it in? It was canceled due to a strike. What year was the last year that the World Series was canceled? It was canceled due to a strike in this year. Billy Hughes, you are correct. 1994. And I remember it because Ken Griffey Jr. was having one of the best seasons of his career. He was on pace. He was on pace to be the first guy to break the home run record. Although it was early in the year, he was tearing it up, and then that strike ended it for him. 3rd and 1, Seattle Seahawks, big third down. 2 minutes left in the half. And this would be a huge stop for the Rams. Third and 1. Here we go. What's Wilson going to do? He hands it off to Carson. And he's not going to get it. The Rams hold here on 3rd and 1. He loses maybe a yard or two. 4th and 1. Will Pete go for it? This looks like about a 49-yard field goal. And the Seattle Seahawks are going to go for it here on 4th and 1. Rams are going to call a timeout. I would, as a Seahawks fan, I would much rather see them take those points and go for the field goal. Seahawks 53-0 at home when leading by 4+ points at halftime since 2012. I don't know how much that stat means tonight. This is a different Seahawks team. This is a different Rams team. CM Punk might be returning to WWE. It's been all over the news the last few days. When am I going to do Major League Baseball? Soon. I'll get on it. The game was too early for me today. And I missed the first couple plays of this one because I set my alarm. I was going to take like a little 45-minute nap before this game. And ended up being down for a little over an hour. 4th and 1. Seahawks are going to go for it here. Or are they just going to try to draw the Rams? And it looks like that might be what they're doing. Calling a lot of plays. Yep, and there it is. That's what I thought. Wilson calling some aggressive plays at the line. And the Seahawks take a timeout on 4th and 1. It looks like they're going to kick the field goal. Oh, I cannot wait, Billy Hughes. Cannot wait for Breaking Bad, the movie. That comes out, the 11th of this month? That's definitely one of the greatest series of all time. I didn't think anything was ever going to match The Sopranos. And then when Breaking Bad came out, I was like, wow, that is right there with The Sopranos. And 2 for 3 is Jason Myers, but this is a 48-yarder, his longest. This would be his longest this season, and it is no good. Snap was a little wide. Ball goes to the right. And Myers pushes it wide right. So I guess maybe they should have went for it on 4th and 1. You never know until you know. And now you know. And knowing is half of the battle. Time Bandits is best of all time. Jesus. What is Time Bandits? I don't understand how in the world you're so far ahead of me, though, Billy, because I am live, supposedly. Maybe I'll switch over. If you guys didn't hear it earlier, though, if you don't have Fox to watch along, this is also being played on Amazon Prime Video tonight. I should have mentioned that again earlier. Well, I'm on Hulu Live. I think I'm going to switch over to Amazon Prime Video then. And unfortunately, I had to I had to suspend my Sling for a moment because they didn't have the local channels for football season. So got to go with Hulu. And I still haven't canceled my Sling, so I need to because I'm going to end up paying for both of them. And shoot, I'm on an Amazon Fire Stick right now. You'd think it would go right to the Amazon Prime. Should use an HD antenna for. I'm gonna check with it again, Billy. I'm gonna check my area again. But the last time I went to look for an HD antenna, I actually talked to some people that do professional installations on roofs here, and they said where we are, because we're like down in a valley and mountains. They said it would, the antenna would have to be about 100 feet up in the air. Which, yeah, is pretty crazy. All right, we'll see if the Amazon Prime broadcast is better. I know that, Billy, but where I'm at, because of it being down in the mountains, I've hooked it to the back of my TV before. The only thing I was able to get was a shopping network. Yeah, they do. This is just a bad area for it, though. So, like I said, it's been a little while since I looked at them before, but I went to several places. I remember I went to Best Buy, and then I also contacted people that install antennas, like professional antennas on your roof, and I had called them, and they're like, "You're not getting it out there." Well, and for whatever reason, the Amazon Prime's not coming on anyways for the national broadcast. Sell your house, tell the wife you need to be able to get the channel. She will understand. Oh, yeah, I'm sure she'll understand. She wants to move out more rural. We were talking about moving way out. We're fixing up this house. We were looking at selling it. We actually decided this week, though, Billy, that we're looks like we're probably going to end up staying here. Still doing a lot of remodeling and stuff, though. So let's throw some trivia questions out, though. Everybody refresh your browsers. And 3, 2, 1. This WWE wrestler went by the nickname Mr. Perfect. Back in the day, this WWE wrestler went by the nickname Mr. Perfect. What was his real name? And Bill, you are correct. Kurt Hennig. Come on, Billy. This is rigged. You almost had him first slash. You almost. Very, very close. Like the Geico commercial with the dollar. You almost had it that time. No. All right. Next question. And we will stick with the world of WWE. Wait, 14-13, Hawks at the half. Are you serious? What? They scored? No way. I don't know what's going on with my Fire Stick here, but I'm going to have to reset it, guys. Sorry. Not real impressed with the Fire Stick compared to the the Roku, but the mother-in-law downstairs, it's too far. It's the bottom basement floor. She was not able to get internet service on that one, so put the Roku down there. Yeah, who does everybody have for Whitaker and Adesanya? You guys were favoring Whitaker by quite a bit in the poll. I want to say it seems like almost no one was even going for Adesanya. Yeah, 150 votes. The 150 votes, 8% of you said Adesanya by decision. 17% said Adesanya by finish. 23% said Whitaker by decision. 43% of you thought Whitaker would win by finish. 9% of you say no contest after an eye poke and the crowd riots. We hope that's not the case. But Dana said today he would be open to Adesanya versus John Jones down the road. Yeah, I seen John Jones came out and he said, you don't want none of this. He said, I will expose you. You don't see John Jones, get real aggressive like that towards guys in the media that aren't named Daniel Cormier. Dodgers 1, Nationals 0, top of the 4th, bases loaded for the Nationals. Nice. I didn't even know there was another baseball game on tonight. But they are, like I said on YouTube earlier, the artist is working on the new logo for Mike Sports Experience. I know everybody wasn't real excited about the first one. But let's throw another another question out here real quick. And 3, 2, 1. Good idea there, Billy. Fight style is a lot like Adesanya and Zabit, but I feel Bobby Knuckles pushes the combo. Bobby is good, man. I don't think people give him enough credit. If he's 100%, I take Whitaker. If he's not, Adesanya could definitely pull it out. Whitaker looked in great shape, maybe the best he's been in, but I think back to Wonder Boy Adesanya. All right, 14 people watching. Everybody, please hit that like button. Anybody who's not subscribed, make sure and hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new video or go live. And next question up, this one's going to be a speed test. The old Oakland A's, they used to call these guys the Bash Brothers. Who were the two players that they called the Bash Brothers? Remember, we just need last names. So, quick. What two players were known as the Bash Brothers? And Billy Hughes again. McGuire and Canseco, what's up, Super Tramp? Haven't seen you in a while. Not Piazza. I missed that freaking play. My thing froze up. I thought the half was over. I went back, Billy, and I don't know how the hell the Rams scored. I'm guessing it was a kick return. I still haven't seen the replay. They haven't showed it here, but at the half, I guess I will update it. Reluctantly. So at the half, 14-13 Seahawks, and these Rams again come back like a curse. That they have been a curse on these Seahawks for years. And at the end of the half, they take it to 14-13. Oh, tomorrow it's at 4:30 p.m. Pacific. It's Friday Night SmackDown, Billy. It says 7:30 Eastern, but that's 4:30 Pacific. That's really early for me. All right, well, thanks for coming in. Good to see you, Super Tramp. Billy took picograms to win that. He got it from Jose Canseco. No. Oh, 4:30 is the pregame show. Okay. You got a pregame show for wrestling? Jesus. They take that stuff seriously, don't they? I guess maybe I better too if I'm going to commentate on it. I just haven't watched much of it in quite a while. All right, let's throw out another trivia question here at the half. And 3, 2, 1. Back to the world of wrestling. Let's do one more in the world of WWE. WWE superstars Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior first faced each other at this WrestleMania. What was the first WrestleMania that Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior squared off? Mountain goat, my spirit animal. And Tiger spite my... Go Rams. Oh, Jesus, Zoltan. You are correct, Billy Hughes. It was WrestleMania 6. And I remember watching that as a kid, and it was on pay-per-view. And we had the VHS on the pay-per-view, and you could sit there and tune, because you would tune your channels in on your VHS or VCR, whichever you want to call it. And if you tuned right in between the channels, you could get like a pretty decent image of the pay-per-views back in the day. You would have to adjust it, like say maybe every 15, 20 minutes, but it would basically just look like, you know, like antenna reception back then, which was kind of snowy. But Billy with another one, like I said. And let's go to the world of MMA, though. this series between Quentin Rampage Jackson and Vanderlei Silva went into another fight recently. Who won the last fight between Vanderlei Silva and Rampage Jackson? Remember, they fought in Pride. They fought in the UFC. They were scheduled for Bellator and Haterade 9. You got it. It was Quentin Rampage Jackson gets his revenge over in the UFC. Those guys had quite the rivalry going. Haterade 9, and 10 questions in. We started out with first, last, and Billy got the next 2. Then it was Wyatt. Then it was Billy the next 3 after that. And then Haterade 9 with number 9. So Billy, again, with a comfortable lead. Now he's back in trivia here. 7 of the 9 questions tonight for Billy. KO Wanderlei is one of the most brutal, right next to Hendo over Bisping. Yeah, it was crazy. Wanderlei hurt him, only for Rampage to TKO him. Yeah, and they had some epic battles back there in Pride. The Pride rules were pretty conducive to Vanderlei's style. He was really good at those soccer kicks. Fedor versus DC, double retirement. I think DC would take it too easily, though. Fedor's several years older than DC, too. I think he's 43 or 44. How old is Fedor Emelianenko? 43. Let's review the last calls. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see the touchdown from the Rams, and they haven't even shown the replay. Can't wait for Cyborg versus Julia Budd. Oh, yeah, that's going to be great, man. If she gets upset in Bellator, though, which I don't think she will, but that's going to be crazy. Fabio Maldonado is with Bellator, man. That is crazy. Oh, they're going to keep him away from Fedor. I guarantee you that. Ramp. So let's talk some MMA here, though. A week from today, PFL returns in the playoffs. Kayla Harrison returns. Sarah Kaufman. Ray Cooper III. We got middleweights in the men's division. And then you have the women's division. PFL is back. I thought it was October 11th, actually. What's up, Denise? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I thought it was October 11th. So is it actually back on a Friday? Usually they're on a Thursday, but I think they're actually back this time. Yeah, they're going to be back on a Friday. Live out of Vegas. So 8 to 10 on ESPN Plus. 10 to 12 on ESPN2. So 8 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It will all start. Kayla Harrison takes on Janah Fabian. Sarah Kaufman takes on Larissa Pacheco. John Howard coming off a crazy victory at the end of the PFL regular season takes on David Machad. Magomed Karamov takes on Chris Curtis, a guy who was real close at getting into Dana White Contender Series. Dana decided not to give him the contract. Sabadu Sai takes on Ray Cooper III. And, I said that it was going to be middleweights. It's welterweights. I stand corrected. And a feature bout at featherweight between Matt Waggy And this is for an eliminator for next season, maybe, versus Brendan Luffnan. Luffnan, of course, he was very close on the Contender Series to getting a contract, and that is the guy who Dana White said he did not give him the contract because he went for a takedown with 20 seconds left instead of pushing to end the fight. Century Look, Century Look Phil is amazing. I've still not been to a Seahawks game. I went there for a Metallica concert. PFL is avoiding Thursday night. Oh, that makes sense, Billy. Dana White is finicky. All right, and the Seahawks will kick off to the Rams, who will put their knee down in the end zone. I still never seen the replay on the Rams. Let's go defense. Stop Gurley. What's up, D. Brown? That is correct. Go Hawks. Oh, and it is halftime. So are we coming in, Billy? Let's bring in Billy Hughes. And Goff fakes to Gurley, has time, finds Gurley for a reception, but Gurley bobbles it. And then he can't answer the trivia questions. Rams intercepts and touchdown incoming. Oh, Jesus, Sultan.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing?
All right. I'm doing good.
Let's see if everybody else can hear you.
Here, since you're way behind us. So let me know. When the next play comes up, I'll tell you what time I'm pausing it at.
All right. I'm at 14:52. Reception. Oh, number 81, he breaks a tackle, takes it all the way past the 45-yard line. Number 81, Everett, on 2nd and 10. So I'm at like 14:35 left in the third.
Wow, my cable's not letting me pause this. I've never seen that. Let me switch channels and come back.
Oh, wow, okay.
That makes 0 sense.
Yeah, that is weird. I need to switch this over to the third quarter.
All right, let's try this again. Okay, paused it this time.
All right, hand off to Gurley. On 1st and 10, gets about 2 yards. 14 minutes left here in the third.
All right, I'm paused at 13:02, right when they're snapping the ball.
All right.
So let me know when you get to 13:04.
All right. For anybody that is listening, it is 13:40 left here in the third. I got 2nd and 8 for the Rams. 14-13 Seahawks. Third quarter.
All right. So remember, 13:04, tell me to unpause.
All right. Goff fakes the handoff again. Gets some time. Finds number 89, another first down inside the 30-yard line. I'm at 13:18 left in the third quarter. And the Rams really moving the ball down the field at will.
So it's going to be right when they snap the next play, 13:04.
All right, yeah, I'm at 13:06, 13:04, 13:03. Here we go.
All right.
All right, to number 89 again. And another first down for the Rams as they run it inside the 10-yard line. Number 89, Hugby.
That was a little wide receiver screen for the tight end. Good downfield blocking by the Rams.
Yeah, and no matter how the game's going, these Seahawks, they always have trouble with the Rams, whether they're 6-10 or, 12-4.
My TV's not going to let me pause it. Right when I unpaused it, it went back to live.
Oh, that sucks. All right, I got 1st and goal here for the Los Angeles Rams. 3 seconds left on the play clock, and it looks like they went over. Hand off to Gurley, and that's going to be a touchdown, Los Angeles Rams.
Yep. Right up the middle. Carved them up like a piece of meat. The Rams take the lead, 20-14, 12:07 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're having some issues tonight. I'm having some Amazon Prime's not letting me sign in like at all. I'm going to try that again to see if I can catch up with you. And PBR Street Ganging, there he was. Later, guys, done for the day. Enjoy your game. $1.99 for the super chat.
You're stocking up that cash for the pay-per-view on Saturday night.
Appreciate all your guys' super chat donations. And yeah, I'm going to try this Amazon. What's that?
Have you dropped the link to the merchandise website yet?
I have not. I'm doing some. I do a little restructuring over there.
Oh, because the logo changed.
Oh, actually, First Last is looking for that that nice shirt over there, which is still over there. So actually, a lot of trivia over there. There are a lot of trivia, a lot of merchandise over there.
Yeah.
You can click there. Our good friends over at Teespring.
Very cool.
Weird connection
I figure I
going.
got a big enough lead in trivia that no one's going to catch me. That's why I decided to come on now. Huh.
We'll see. I don't know. Hater89's here. The champ is here. You got to try to take his championship from him.
Yeah. Do you want to throw out a trivia question, or do you want me to? Or
Go for it. It looks like this Amazon Prime is actually going to finally freaking connect for me. Yeah, there we go. So hopefully that works a little better.
All right. We're going to go to the sport of hockey because there hasn't been any hockey trivia questions.
That's because I know nothing about hockey.
The 2 Stanley Cups won by the Colorado Avalanche were behind this Hall of Fame goaltender who eventually became the head coach of the Avalanche. Name the Hall of Fame goaltender for the Colorado Avalanche that became their head coach. Probably one of the most famous goalies in the history of the sport.
Gordie Howe. I'm just
He wasn't
kidding.
a goaltender.
I know he wasn't a goaltender.
See if anyone knows their hockey.
D. Brown says Patrick Roy.
Yep, Patrick Waugh. D. Brown, you are correct.
All right, D. Brown's got it. Seahawks with the punt return. Tyler Lockett takes it to the 35-yard line. Seahawks down 20-14. 12:02 left here in the third quarter.
Hey, you caught up, Mike. That's live. Very good. And see, there's the
job, D.
promo
Brown.
from SmackDown. Wow, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Steve Austin, and The Rock.
Well, I figured Amazon Prime was probably not going to put up, if they're going to pay for it, that they wouldn't put up for, like, you know, being behind. But it wasn't loading earlier. Score is 20-14. Oh, on the trivia, First Last, Billy's got like 800 points. Or 8,000, I mean. Number 88, Disley, running for another first down. 11:54 left here in the third. Rams 20, Seahawks 14.
Did you see the pass right there by Russell Wilson? Just flicked the ball out there to Disley.
Yeah, he's been finding Disley a lot, especially last week. You really found him a lot. I mean, Arizona's worst in the league by far against tight ends.
This last is correct. You got the wrong score up, Mike. It's 20-14 Rams.
I need to update it. Dang it. I just don't want to give them those points.
It's a good night to have Russell Wilson on your fantasy team, though. He's putting up some points.
He's going to have to come back, yeah. They're not going to. They're going to mix it up, but yeah, they're going to have to keep throwing the ball.
Did anyone else see that the ex-wide receiver Brandon Marshall is attempting a boxing career.
No, that sounds like a horrible idea.
He wants to become the heavyweight champion. It was on ESPN tonight.
Did he get cut?
He retired, but now he wants to be a professional boxer. He's only 34 years old, I believe. So
Russell Wilson in the pocket, and there's a big sack for the Los Angeles Rams on 2nd and 7. That's going to be a big loss. 10.5 left here in the third. And they can just not stop number 99 Donald tonight, but he was not the one to get the sack. He put the pressure on. It was number 52.
Aaron Donald is the best interior defensive lineman in the game right now. He's back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year. He's the gold standard if you're a defensive tackle in football right now.
3rd and 13 for the Seattle Seahawks, and they gotta protect Russell Wilson. He gets some time down the middle, but that's going to hit the ground and skip to number 18, incomplete, and the Seattle Seahawks will have to punt.
Amazon Prime's the fastest. You're actually 15 to 20 seconds ahead of me now. So there's the service to get is Amazon Prime.
Well, they only get a few games a year, though, at least for now.
I bet you that you're ahead because there's no 10-second delay like there is on Fox. Because it's network.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because that's exactly the time I'm behind you. I guarantee there's not a 10-second delay. That's interesting.
Seahawks punting, Michael Dixon. Oh, and the Seahawks going to down her at the 1-yard line. I'll see if I can pause it for a minute so we're synced here then.
Beautiful punt coverage there. 28 stopped the ball on the 1. I think that might be Rashad Penny, the backup running back.
Don't quote me, though. Actually.
Oh, so he's a backup defensive back.
Yeah, it's not letting me pause it.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would. But you're calling the play-by-play, so that it makes sense for you to be the one ahead. All right, trivia time, guys. Go ahead and refresh those browsers. We're going to go back to the Olympics for the next question. 5-second warning on refreshing the browsers. All right. In the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta, this track and field star won double gold in the 200 and 400 meters in track and field. This American sprinter won dual golds in the 200 and 400 meters at the 96 Olympics in Atlanta. He had his famous gold track shoes on for the win. Name this Hall of Fame track star.
First last is Michael Johnson.
That's correct, Michael Johnson.
All right, first last, and you wanted to score. That's at least 2,000, if not 3,000. I think that's 2,000 for you.
And I got a speed test for going back to track and field.
Yep.
Name the current superstar track and field gold medalist in the 100 meters and 200 meters from Jamaica.
Oh yeah, that's an easy one.
This superstar from Jamaica rules the track and field world.
Seven's got it.
There it is. 7, Usain Bolt. It's kind of cool having trivia all over the board now. I like it.
It's much easier to think of things. Man, I was like starting to repeat some of the MMA questions.
All right, we still haven't come back from break, so one more trivia question. The San Antonio Spurs changed the course of their team when they got the #1 pick and drafted this power forward from Wake Forest University to pair with David Robinson. This Hall of Famer was drafted #1 out of Wake Forest by the San Antonio Spurs.
That should be a speed test. 7 gets it, Tim Duncan. Oh,
That's
and the
right.
Rams barely get it out of the end zone.
So that's back-to-back questions for 7.
Yes, it is.
Putin. I don't want want to hear Putin come out of anyone's mouth.
That's pretty random, Zoltan, but all right.
Unless they're asking him for some Grey Poupon.
All right, 2nd and 9 for the Rams, trying to get some space to throw out of the end zone here. I don't expect to see a running play or a passing play here, Billy.
I wonder how much the
Oh, but
tickets
he
cost.
is, and he passes number 17, incomplete. Hits Robert Woods on the hands, and Woods drops it.
That's the receiver's fault. The pass was there. He just dropped it.
Yeah, he didn't get hit or anything. That's a huge drop.
It was behind him, but it's still... I guess maybe not. That was pretty far behind him. That was a bad pass.
All right, 3rd and 9, 8:56 left in the third quarter. Rams leading the Seahawks 20-13. Rams on about the 3-yard line here. Passing out of the end zone, and Goff will be passing again. Can they get the safety? Very close. And the Seahawks break up the pass, almost get the interception. But it will be 4th and 9, and the Rams will punt out of their own end zone. You think they're going to regret not running it a few times there?
It's tough to say, but you were saying earlier KJ Wright is a holdover. You forgot to add Bobby Wagner is still there as well.
I know. I've said him a few times, and when I said KJ Wright, I drew a blank. For some reason, I couldn't think of his name.
Because I would say Bobby Wagner is still like the heart and soul of that defense. He's the leader.
Yeah, for sure.
But Jadeveon Clowney's now the superstar of the defense. He's a stud.
Oh, man, what a pickup that was for us. That pass rush needed it.
Punt goes out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. The Seahawks will start in Rams territory as they're down by 6. Russell Wilson and gang coming up next. All right, trivia time, guys. Go ahead and hit that refresh.
And Zoltan watching this, kicking it to some Justin Bieber.
All right.
Apparently.
We're going to go to baseball for the next trivia question, guys. 5-second warning to refresh. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The long-time curse of the Boston Red Sox was broken in what year? Did they finally break the curse and win a World Series?
Oh, this should be a
What
speed
year
test, I think, too.
did the Red Sox break the curse and win another World Series?
This should be a speed test. They made a movie on this.
They famously came back from down 3-0 in the ALCS to the Yankees and eventually won the World Series over the Cardinals. But what year did this all go down in?
I think I know what year it is.
It's not 2009. I think they did win 2009 over my Rockies, though.
Well, I want to guess for once if nobody gets it.
Well, let's give them a couple more seconds.
Yeah, we'll give them a few times. Comedic Genius, very close.
Yeah, 1966 was very close. Mike, you're beeping at me. 96 was the Yankees breaking their curse, actually, Zoltan. Because the Yankees were on a 20-year losing streak at that point. Give them a couple more seconds, and then Mike will get a chance. All right, someone will Google it by now. Go ahead, Mike.
Was it 2004?
It was 2004.
All right.
Yeah, and see, no one still said it. So I'll throw out another baseball question here. When Mark McGwire broke Roger Maris's record and hit 70 home runs, he went head-to-head all year long in a home run race against this Chicago Cubs outfielder. Who went head-to-head with Mark McGwire in the home run chase, and he played for the Chicago Cubs as an outfielder? Nickname was Slammin'.
Seven's got it.
Yep, Sammy Sosa, first class, was right behind him. But that's 3 in a row for 7. He's making a run at the title.
What's up,
Well,
Wesley
Slammin'
Ross?
Sammy
How's it
Sosa.
going? Wesley Ross right behind him there.
Yeah, a lot of people had that. All right, more trivia during the next time out, guys. We're back to action.
All right, Seahawks with the ball, 1st and 10, 8:44 left in the third, and Russell's going to hand it to Chris Carson, who barrels ahead for about 6 yards. 2014 still for the Los Angeles Rams, but Seahawks with the ball back and in good field position. And I said that maybe the Rams were regretting not running that, and they're probably that receiver's just regretting not catching that.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 3, Carson again, a little stutter step, but he gets it over the line and a first down for the Seattle Seahawks, down by 6.
The Rams have kind of abandoned the run, but the Seahawks have really stayed 50-50 with the run-pass, as they're still using the run to wear down that defensive front from the Rams.
Yeah, Carson, look at that. Carson went helmet to helmet. Is that a penalty on the offense? They didn't call it.
Technically, they could call a foul on that, yeah.
He
You just never
definitely
see it
hit
called.
Reeder helmet to helmet. 7.5 left in the third. Russell fakes the handoff. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to take it, and he slides. And that's going to be a first down for Russell Wilson. 7:15 left here in the third. And Russell Wilson doing everything tonight.
That's 10. There's a fantasy point right there, Mike. 10 yards rushing.
And he is inside the 25-yard line. Russell Wilson, 11 for 15, 201 yards, 2 touchdowns tonight. Finds an open number 16, Tyler Lockett on the outside. And that's going to be 2nd and 2. 8-yard completion to Tyler Lockett.
You know, I was wondering in the offseason when Doug Baldwin retired if Tyler Lockett was going to be able to step up and be the primary receiver. And he's been able to fill those shoes pretty nicely.
I did not think he was going to be able to because, yeah, Baldwin was the standard there for years.
Did Baldwin have to retire because of concussions?
I think it was something like that. I don't remember, honestly. And Carson barely gets...
It was injuries for sure, though.
The first down here.
They flushed him to the side, but he still got it down to the 10-yard line. Should be 1st and goal, Seattle.
Yep, doing well on O, says Zoltan. Yeah, they need a touchdown here. I want to hear my neighbors shooting off the fireworks. It's nice to be live because if I'm not, I'll hear my neighbors shooting off fireworks sometimes before I even see the play.
That's some devoted fans that they shoot off firework after every score.
They'll shoot them off sometimes, like after a big tackle. I mean, it's they get pretty excited.
Are fireworks legal in Washington?
Reception, not this time here. 83, and there's a touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson to number 83 more.
Very nice play there.
And
Avoids
I'll
the
open my
tackle.
window here for a minute and see if we can hear some fireworks.
All right. Should be firework time.
And I'm going to say they go with the extra point and just change it to 21-20. Although it's pretty dark out there this time, maybe we won't get any this time, but it's always dark during football season, though. So
Beautiful cut there by the wide receiver.
Oh, there we go.
I don't hear it.
I think that one just maybe a gunshot. I don't know. I got some crazy rednecks around me. I'm in like the rural area.
Oh no. Comedic Genius and you sound like you guys live in similar areas. He was saying that he can see Breaking Bad out of his window.
Oh no, not that kind of crazy. I shouldn't say crazy redneck, I guess. But it's a rural area. They like to shoot off their fireworks and their bombs and their guns. But other than that, everybody's really nice over here.
All right, guys. It's time for trivia again. Hit that refresh.
I won't argue with you first, last. Up to this point, I think he's got a good. Argument for it.
Here's a speed test, and we're going to golf. Tiger Woods is fastly approaching this Hall of Fame historical golfer for the all-time major tournament wins. Who is Tiger Woods trying to pass in all-time major wins? He's the most famous golfer besides Tiger Woods. And I almost just said his name.
You watch much golf, Billy?
Only when Tiger Woods is in contention.
I know, me too. I don't really know anybody else. Does First Last have it? Is it Palmer?
Nope. It is not Arnold Palmer. He is one of the legends, though. Think even more famous than Arnold Palmer. If you don't know anything about golf, you'll know Tiger Woods.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Chuck Norris. I love that answer, but no.
I know. I really want to give it to him just because that's pretty awesome.
His name is similar to a famous actor's name. Just a little bit different pronunciation of
Haterade
last
9's
name.
got it.
Okay, yep. Jack Nicklaus, Haterade 9. Right on. All right, we'll have squeeze in another one. I won't do another golf one. You don't even know that much. Let's go to the world of football. What college did Tom Brady attend? What college did Tom Brady attend? This should be a speed test.
I actually don't know that.
Really?
Selfishly, I was kind of rooting for Tom Brady to fail in his career because I wanted to see.
9, University of Michigan. Haterade right ahead of First Last.
Oh,
but
Haterade
Haterade
9 with 2 in a row here.
And we'll throw in one more speed test. We're going to go back to MMA. Who was the last person to knock out Chuck Liddell? Who was the last person to knock out Chuck
Liddell?
Liddell?
Doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
How dare you?
If you're watching all MMA, you're going to focus on this fight. If you're not paying attention, you wouldn't know that this happened.
It was not Evans. There it is. Zoltan.
Tito Ortiz. Correct answer for Zoltan. And we'll have more trivia during the next time out.
Do you know that was the highest revenue for any broadcast we've ever had?
Really?
Yeah. By a decent amount. And Zoltan gets it.
So that was 2 for Haterade 9 and 1 for Zoltan.
I think it's nobody bought the pay-per-view. A reverse here from the Rams, and they're going to run it up 30 to the 40 to the 45 to the 50. And inside of the 50-yard line.
Wow, beautiful play there. That was Brandon Cooks, the wide receiver out of Oregon State.
Wow, number 12. I think he caught Seattle. They definitely caught Seattle sleeping on this reverse. And looked like there was some holding on number 89 there. They could actually, if they were going to call one, they could have actually called that one, it looked like.
Yeah.
But 1st and 10, 5 minutes left in the third. Rams charging down the field. Number 89 with the reception, and that's another first down. Rams looking to regain the lead.
That was Higbee again, the tight end. He's had some good receptions so far tonight.
Goff back in the pocket, down 21-20, finds number 30, but just for about 2-3 yards.
Todd Gurley on the reception dumped off to the running back. They're well in Greg Zuerlein's range, though, for a field goal. But if you're the Rams, you want 6 points here.
Yeah, if you're the Seahawks, you could try to find yourself a kicker because I'm not real happy with the one we have.
I don't even know the kicker's name. You had Janikowski last year, but he retired.
I know. I can't even remember his name. They were just showing him earlier, but he's not been good so far.
Well, yeah, he missed that kick right at the end of the half. You're right.
And it was a 49-yarder, but yeah, he's 2 for 4 this season.
Man, that's not good at all.
Goff
You want
in
your
the
kicker
pocket.
to be like 80%.
Receives, wow, to 81. Wide open to Everett. Almost to the end. That's a touchdown. Well, it's going to be
move
just
there. He
short.
bounces off the tackle, drags about 2 defenders. It's going to be close. Was his knee down before he crossed the plane? But as of right now, it is a score for the Rams. And the big tight end Everett with a beautiful run after the catch.
I thought that was a score. The commentators are saying down at the 1-yard line, but I don't know if that's the official.
Very close.
That was impressive. And he's wide open. I mean, who was that? Who was that guy's assignment? All right, 1st and 1 here for the Rams. And they're going to hand it off, and that's an easy one for Gurley.
the Gurley? TG, Todd Gurley out of Georgia. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game, Mike.
Yeah, and the only question here is, did they go for 2?
I think it's still too early. I think you're still just going to kick the extra point. If it was in the 4th quarter, then yeah, I would go for 2.
Because that's going to put them up by a full touchdown.
But with it being in the 3rd quarter, usually in the 3rd quarter you go for 1. But don't doubt me, they could go for 2 easily as well.
Now, Pete Carroll would definitely go for it and probably miss it.
Pete Carroll got hit in the face with a football last week, had to get stitches.
Oh, I know. That was pretty bad.
So are they going to go for 2 or just kick the extra point?
No, they're going to go for 2.
All right.
And Gurley from the outside. Is he in? He gets it with the forward progress, and the Rams go up.
Ooh, that's coming back, Mike. I think his knees were down. After watching it on my TV, I think his knees were down before he crossed. Have you seen a replay yet?
Short. Yeah, I'm seeing the replay. That looks short to me.
He's down. That's coming back. I think that's going to be no good. It's going to be only a 5-point lead.
But are these referees going to be willing to overturn their call? They aren't always.
But you can't see the football. The other players are covering it up. He gets bent backwards at the end there, too. Are they reviewing it?
I'm hoping so. I thought they had to. Anytime there's a goal line play. I know they have to a touchdown. Do they have to replay?
Oh, here's a good view right here.
And no, it is not being overturned.
It's because that defender blocks it, so you can't see where the ball is no matter what.
28-21. And after watching it from that other angle, it looks like the ball might have broke the plane.
Yeah, because you just need the very front of the ball to touch the white line. That's it.
I think he did. I think the ball broke the plane in his hands before his knee went down.
It's turning into a shootout, Mike. All right, guys, trivia time. Refresh those browsers. I just said Bowser. I've been playing Mario Kart. Huh. We're going to go to the world of basketball for our next question, guys.
Oh, they are reviewing it.
All right, guys.
Oh, it is short. They are reversing it. Call reversed.
There you go, 26-21.
So it is a 5-point game, and that is a huge reversal.
All right, here's the trivia question, guys. The Los Angeles Lakers won 3 NBA championships in the early 2000s when they were led by this dynamic duo of Kobe Bryant and this mountain of a man center. Name this center.
Oh, I thought you were going to make him come up with both.
Kobe Bryant and this center led the Lakers to 3
Seven's got it. He's
championships.
got both of them.
Okay, it's lagging on mine, so who was it? 7. Shaq and Kobe, another one for 7. 7 might take it tonight if he keeps winning like this.
I know.
And we're not going to go to a timeout, so that's the only trivia question for the moment. So more trivia at the end of the 3rd quarter.
All right, this game could come down to the last minute of this time here. Rams kicking into the end zone. Seahawks gonna touch it down. Tyler Lockett is gonna take it at the 20. 3:07 left here in the 3rd. Rams lead the Seattle Seahawks 26-21 at Century Lake Field in Seattle. Russell Wilson, 13 for 17, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. That's good for a quarterback rating of 157.7. And he's
That's a really high
with his
quarterback
team
rating.
here.
What's that?
Oh, I said he's talking with his team here, but Russell fakes the handoff.
I'm gonna go grab some water
He's
real
going to
quick.
get flushed out. Wow, a lateral from Russell to Disley. And he gets about 7 yards there. 7-yard gain here for the Seattle Seahawks. Getting some weird feedback. I think I'm going to reconnect when Billy comes back here. 2nd and 3. Wow, total yards. Could that be any closer? Rams 322, Seahawks 321. Seahawks 2nd and 3, 2:25 left here in the third. Rams 26-21. Seahawks have the ball on the 32-yard line. Hand off to the running back, Chris Carson. And he gets hit, but he keeps going. There is going to be a flag on the play, however. About a 12-yard gain for Chris Carson, but will it come back? Hey, Billy. Well, he'll find out when I come back. Oh, are you there, Billy?
Yeah, I told you I was going to get water.
Oh, okay. No, I was going to say I'm getting a lot of feedback, so I'm going to call you back.
There's feedback? I wasn't even in the room.
No, I don't think it's you. I think it's something in the messenger or just something in the play card. That's why I'm calling back.
Okay.
So, all right, just a second. All right. No, that's how I knew it wasn't you, because I knew you weren't in the room and we were still getting some kind of weird buzzing. So.
Huh.
And they give the ball to Carson again, a couple yards here.
Does it sound better?
On 1st and 10, much better. I'm glad we did that. 2nd and 8 here for the Seahawks. That was that penalty a minute ago there on the Los Angeles Rams.
It's been an exciting third quarter, though, nonetheless. No matter who you're for. What's that?
Oh, I was just first last of the silly comment there. Russell Wilson to Carson, or no, to Penny on the outside, and Penny slips. Looks like he could have picked up some yards there, but he slipped. I mean, he lost his starting position to Chris Carson.
Yeah.
He wants to be, obviously wants to be taking advantage of every chance he gets, and that's not boding confidence.
And Penny was drafted with a first-round pick to be the starting running back.
He's not a starting running back in the NFL. I'll tell you that right now. He'll never be a starting running back in the NFL. He doesn't have it. So then that's
a bust of a pick.
What's that?
It's a bust of a pick, though, if you spend the first rounder on him.
I just don't think he has it. Oh, Wilson over the middle to number 20.
That's
Rashad Penny. If he can't run, maybe he can receive, but there is a flag on the play.
It might be a illegal movement, or is it defensive pass interference? It's against the Rams, that's all I know.
Yep, it's going to be pass interference on 21. Well,
a keep to leave.
He gets it anyways. Well, if Penny can't make it as a running back, I mean, maybe they can use him as a receiver, because that was a great move.
It was an even better pass by Russell Wilson, though.
Yeah, it was.
Russell Wilson is on fire tonight.
I mean, I might be a little biased, but I think he's the best quarterback in the league right now.
Okay, no, we're not going to go that far. Patrick Mahomes is by far the best quarterback in the game. No doubt
Wilson
about it.
hands it off to Penny, a couple yards here, and that's the end of the third quarter. What about Percy Harvin saying he was high for every... Percy Harvin was a complete a-hole. That guy caused more problems.
Super Bowl against the Broncos. He scored 3 or 4 touchdowns in that one game.
He did. He did help us get our Super Bowl. He did some things, though.
He also quit on the team next year.
I don't know how much of it you've heard.
What I have heard, it's trivia time. hit that refresh button, and I'll throw out a Percy Harvin question. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. What college did Percy Harvin come from? Which college did Percy Harvin come from? He was one of the most accoladed wide receivers from this university. He set many records there as well. It is not USC. It is not Alabama. I don't know what UH is, but no. Mike, are you fighting with a child?
What's up?
I keep hearing like a little kid in the background of yours.
There's nobody in here. There's just like some weird feedback noise. I thought this Facebook Messenger would be better, but we may end up going back to Skype next time.
Yeah, now I'm hearing a dog barking. Okay, First Last has it.
Yeah, there's
University of Florida.
nothing going on over here. That is strange.
So there's one for First Last. University of Florida is where
All
Percy
right,
Harvin is.
first last. All
right,
right,
Mike, you got
I got one for I had a trivia question here real quick.
All right, throw it out there.
We'll go to Percy Harvin again. Percy Harvin in 2014 in the locker room punched this Seahawks teammate, wide receiver. What wide receiver did Percy Harvin punch in the locker room?
I didn't even know about this.
Oh, and you're gonna be even more surprised when you find out why he did it.
All right, guys. Who did Percy Harvin punch?
It was not Baldwin. It was not Johnson. This receiver's still in the league with another team.
Okay.
We just seen him play the Seahawks earlier this season, actually.
Okay.
First last, there it is. It was Golden Tate.
Oh, wow, okay.
Back-to-back so first last gets it.
Why did he do it, Mike?
That's the next trivia question after this play.
Oh. Okay.
All right, nothing going there for the Seahawks. 2nd and 8. It's going to be 3rd down. So Percy Harvin punched Golden Tate because he accused him of sleeping with this other player's ex-wife. This was really big news in Seattle at the time. This was right after the Super Bowl.
Whose wife was Golden Tate accused of sleeping with? Whose wife was Golden Tate accused of sleeping with? It was a fellow teammate on the Seahawks.
Which I will say he denies. Russell Wilson with the ball flushed out. He's going to run it and very close to a first down, but he gets hit. Flag on the play.
Oh, big hit.
It was Wilson, but it was his ex-wife. It was not with Sierra, and Golden Tate denies it, but first last.
Oh wow,
yeah,
Russell
there was
Wilson.
so much drama. There was so much drama after that first Super Bowl that didn't make the national news.
That was the one he married when he was in college, right? Russell Wilson's first wife?
Yeah, I believe so. But there was actually a time like in the locker room where basically I guess it was like the Wilson I can't remember who it was. It was like there was a cut in the team for people that were with Russell Wilson and people that were against him. And basically there was a lot of drama in that locker room that people didn't know. Not everybody knew about anyways.
So that's probably why Golden Tate was sent to the Lions right after that.
Yeah, 3rd and 7. Or 3rd and 17, excuse me. Penalty on the Seahawks here. Russell Wilson with the pass to nowhere. And, oh man, we're going to have to bring out that crappy kicker again on 4th and 17.
Yep. 5-point lead. They're going to try to make it a 2-point lead. if the kicker can hit from
You
about
you
40
gotta
yards.
look for a kicker. I gotta wonder. I was thinking about this earlier. I just want to get your opinion. In the undrafted guys, how many kickers do you think are out there that could play in the NFL?
Probably like 10.
So I say if he kicks this 42-yarder, if he doesn't make this, I'd say the Seahawks start looking.
Oh, it's Jason Myers.
Oh, right
He's a
down the
long
middle.
kicker from the Jaguars. He's been in the league for a while.
Oh, 26-24. Well, he'd not been real good for us until that kick for this one. But all
The
right.
Patriots just put their kicker on injury reserve. They had to sign a kicker today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Patriots
guys.
signed Mike Nugent.
Field goal for the Seahawks, and the Seahawks get a little closer. 24-26 Rams. And
All right, guys. I have a Seahawks trivia question for you guys. Who was the Seahawks star running back when the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Steelers? He was out of the University of Alabama. Who was the Seahawks star running back when they lost the Super Bowl to the Steelers? Some people considered him a soft running back, but I didn't. I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, and I just heard fireworks for the field goal there. It was not Lynch first last.
This was the guy that they had before Lynch. He was the running back right before Lynch.
Oh, he was
Pretty much
definitely
the whole
a
offense.
good running back.
Pretty much all the offense ran through this running back when they went to that first Super Bowl. Bettis was the running back for the Steelers. I'm looking for the Seahawks running back in that game.
Yeah, I know a lot of people called him, said that he went out of bounds too early and didn't like to get hit, but, I mean, that's good for longevity.
I thought a lot of people would know this guy. He was a really good fantasy player, too.
He was on the front, he was either on the front of Madden or NFL 2K, I can't remember which
He was
one.
on the cover of Madden, you're right.
Yeah. The Madden curse.
Yep, that was the year he got hurt.
Off to Gurley. About 2 yards from the right side there for Gurley.
All right, if no one gets the answer in 30 more seconds, we're going to call it on this one.
All right, 2nd and 8. Oh, I get to answer again.
Who was the star running back for the Seahawks when they lost to the Steelers in the Super Bowl?
All right, they've had enough time to Google it. Sean Alexander.
You just couldn't hold that back, could you?
2nd and 8. Hey, I never get to play trivia.
Yes, it was Sean Alexander. He went to the University of Alabama.
Goff fakes the handoff over the middle. And that's going to be short to number 12, Cooks. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Los Angeles Rams.
The Seahawks, though.
What's that?
I can tell you do follow the Seahawks. You know a lot about them.
Yeah, I didn't really follow football like as far as like the NFL. Basically, I just followed the Seahawks. You can't get around over here without being a Seahawks fan. Like when you go to the grocery store, like all week people are decked out in jerseys and the women in jewelry, earrings, necklaces. I know people that literally make a living off making Seahawks jewelry.
It's the exact same way here with the Broncos.
Nice. Oh, wow, what a catch!
Incredible.
What a catch
Brandon
from number
Cook.
12, and he might have got knocked unconscious.
He's out cold. He is out cold. There is panic in the trainer's eyes right now.
And that's not the defender's fault here.
That's an incomplete pass, by the way. No, maybe not.
No, they called it a complete pass.
Yeah, it is complete. But he's out cold. His head must have hit the turf.
Yeah, his head bounced off the turf, but that was not the defender's fault. At first I thought maybe there was a helmet to helmet, but there was not. His head, the weight just came down all on his head and knocked him out. Wow.
So Brandon Cooks is done for the night because if you get knocked out, they're not letting you back in the game.
No, but you got to hope he's okay. I'm sure they're going to go through all the concussion protocol. I mean, I want the Seahawks to win this game.
Up this year. My Broncos are going to go for a good draft pick, and they're convinced that we already have a good quarterback, so the Broncos are going to try to draft the best offensive lineman in the draft.
You didn't
Mark my
sound
word.
real confident in your quarterback.
Well, we don't know. We drafted Drew Lock in the second round, and he's hurt. So we can't even find out. Because there's like 4 good quarterbacks coming out. There's Tua from Alabama, Jake Fromm from Georgia, Justin Herbert from Oregon, and Jacob Eason from the University of Washington. There's 4, possibly 5 first-round quarterbacks coming out this year.
Well, I wouldn't take the guy from Washington. They couldn't even beat Cal State when I went to that game. They lost 2019. Of course, it was a torrential downpour.
Yeah, he's just got the body size and arm for the pros. And the University of Colorado's quarterback, Steven Montez, is a borderline first-round / second-round pick, just because he's like the size of Jared Goff, the CU quarterback. Just a big quarterback, you know. But it's a good draft to need a quarterback this year. That's why the Dolphins are tanking. Watch it, Mike. It's going to be like the year where Eli, Phillip Rivers, Big Ben, and all those guys came out. This next draft is going to be like that. A bunch of starting quarterbacks are coming out.
Oh, that should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
The Steelers might take a quarterback, too, if Big Ben's arm is really that screwed up.
All
I'd
right, I'll
expect
throw a
Steelers,
trivia question out where
Bengals, and
everybody's
Dolphins.
oh, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
All right, we're in the fourth quarter now, too.
Okay.
I like how the lights are lit up on the top of the stadium. That looks really cool.
So this wide receiver tandem for the Rams in the 90s was the go-to for Kurt Warner back when they were the greatest show on turf. I want both names. Who were the 2 receivers for the greatest show on turf?
It's a good question.
First last has got it, Bruce and Holt.
Yep. Torrey Holt broke his finger and kept playing, so his middle finger is permanently sideways.
Oh, geez. And the Seahawks are challenging this reception.
They might win it.
I thought he caught it, but let's. I'm gonna watch this again in the replay. Now, number 12 definitely does push off. That could have been offensive pass interference, but I also think that was definitely a catch.
If anyone wants to gamble, it's a good time. The clock's stuck at 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good luck.
I didn't think about that. Speaking of which, people that are gambling, we are working on a promotion to help you guys be able to gamble in the United States. I am negotiating with a new sponsor, and hopefully we'll have an announcement before the UFC this Saturday. And hopefully we'll get you guys a big bonus.
I'll just give you a hint. It's called Billy's Underground Booking. Go ahead and just send me a check in the mail, and we'll do it.
Oh, back in the day when I was in Walla Walla, and I don't think this place is in business anymore, but there was a little restaurant and bar called Pastime, and there was so much betting that went through that place. People would bet food stamps, too.
Wow, really?
Well, yeah, because they were illegally buying food stamps for like 30 cents on the dollar.
You're beeping at me again, Mike.
It's nothing I'm doing. It's something with the messenger. Hopefully it doesn't do it again.
I wonder if it's a minute counter, because we just hit 10 minutes on this phone call.
Oh, you're right. I think you mentioned that before. I think there is something like that. And the call stands. That is going to be a reception. I mean, I agree with the call.
And for anyone watching, when they say stands, that means there's not enough information to overturn it. If they say confirmed, that means there wasn't enough information. So stands means there wasn't an angle to tell either way.
Yeah, it's got to be undeniable evidence to overturn a call.
So it's first and 10.
1 yard loss for Todd Gurley. KJ Wright on the stop.
Clowney caused that play, though. He forced Gurley to break it outside.
It is 26-24 Rams, and I know first last year asking for an update on the trivia, but give me a chance on commercial break and I'll count it up here.
We're under 12 minutes to go in a very fast-paced fourth quarter so far.
Second and 11 for the Rams on the 50. Finds number 18, and he is stopped. That's going to be about 3rd and 4.
Cooper Kupp's really become the go-to receiver for the Rams.
Yeah, that was a good reception. There's a good tackle to keep him from getting the extra yards because his yards after the catch, he can be pretty dangerous.
All right, big third down here.
Goff back. Finds a receiver over the middle, number 89, and he keeps running it. That's a first down, but there will be a flag on the play.
I don't think the Rams were set. This might be on the Rams.
Let's see who it's on.
Could be holding.
Yep, illegal use of hands on the offense. That is a huge penalty.
Wow. 10-yard penalty on number 77. Andrew Whitworth, the Pro Bowl left tackle for the Rams. Yeah, it was right there on Ziggy Ansah. But we really haven't called his name tonight, Mike. But Ziggy Ansah is a good defensive end for the Seahawks.
Yeah, that is true. They're definitely rebuilding that defense. I mean, it's not the Legion of Boom, but it's competent. Oh, man, what a blown play there. He finds Kupp again on 3rd and 13. This is going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams. Huge play.
You just can't let that happen if you're the Seahawks, Mike. You go off in a zone defense, and Kupp finds the hole in the zone and just squats right there and gets the pass from Jared Goff. Definitely a defensive breakdown on the Seahawks' behalf.
Number 24, Taylor, he was jumping up to get it, but he mispositioned himself. He jumped too early. He should have kept running his route.
That's going to hurt. It was 3rd and long.
Touchdown, Rams!
Oh, you're way ahead of me now somehow.
Oh, no, it's out of bounds. Number 17, Woods, catches the ball but falls out of bounds here. Let's see the replay. They're definitely going to take a look at this.
He's not arguing.
He goes out of bounds. Nothing touches.
Nope. His wrist hits out of bounds. You're right, Mike.
Yep. All right, 2nd and 10. All right, anybody who hasn't hit the thumbs up button, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, please.
It's not been a bad broadcast. I mean, this has been one of the closer games that we've called, so I've enjoyed it.
Oh, definitely, and there's going to be a challenge flag on the play.
I don't know what you're thinking if you're the Rams. I didn't see an angle where he was inbounds. This is risky because you need the timeouts in the second half.
His elbow,
if they're wrong, yeah. Timeout.
Yeah, I don't see how you overturn that.
No, are they saying his elbow hits first? That's so close. That is so close. And like Mike said, it had to be undeniable evidence, undisputable, and I don't see that. I think the coach got some bad information when they told him to challenge.
So if it comes down simultaneously, is it a touchdown or is it a...
I think they'd stick with the call on the field because it's so close.
That's true. The knee may... Watching that again, that's very close.
The elbow.
The knee may have been first.
I really still see the wrist hitting before the elbow.
You cannot expect those referees to get that play right in real time, though. That play was way too close.
And that happens so fast, and they have to make that call.
I mean,
It's amazing how many calls the refs get right when it's that fast.
I'm still not even sure on the replay. When I watch it from one angle, it looks like his
All right,
elbow's
watch this
down
feet.
first.
There's the catch. That second foot never comes down. I don't see a knee hit. It's in between the elbow and the wrist, and it's just too close to call. I think that was a bad challenge if you're a Rams coach.
What do you guys think out there? Anybody that's watching this, do you guys think it's a touchdown? Do you think you made it, or do you think he was out of bounds?
I'm going to say they're going to say the call stands, second down, incomplete
Well,
pass.
at least they have 3 timeouts.
Yeah, but you want to keep all of them in case you need to, save the clock at the end of the quarter.
And the call stands, ruling is an incomplete pass. So loss of timeout for the Rams.
Pay attention to that. That could come back and haunt them. I still don't see why you challenge that. That was bad.
Current drive here for the Rams, 7 plays, 54 yards. Yeah, I thought it was a strange one that they were doing it too, but, I mean, depending on what angle you looked at, maybe they thought the knees hit, but, yeah, I don't really think so. All right, 22 yards out of the end zone here for the Rams, 2nd and 10.
I'm just opening the stats thing on my phone if you heard clicking. I'm trying to check the stats for fantasy. I'm sorry. Mike, doing great on fantasy tonight, huh?
Oh, wow. That was the second challenge, so the Rams cannot challenge again. They lost 2 challenges. The referee wanted to let them know that you cannot challenge again.
Yep. And watch, they're going to need the challenge later and they won't have it now. Wouldn't that be ironic?
Wow, 2nd and 10. 10:09 left in the 4th. Rams up 26-24 with the ball on the 25. And Goff finds number 17 for about a 2-yard gain.
He went for the wide receiver screen again. I'm really impressed with the Seahawks' speed on defense, Mike. They're a fast-moving team.
Oh, and there you see, I forgot that the winner will not take over the NFC West because San Francisco is still undefeated and they're on bye.
No, yeah, they were on by last week. Monday Night Football this week is 49ers-Browns.
Oh,
that's
so
gonna be a good one.
That's a big divisional game at least. And the Browns have looked really good last week. So Goff back 3rd and 7, throws it up to nobody. No flag, huge defensive stop here for the Seahawks. And the Rams will be forced to kick a field goal.
They're going to try to get that 5-point lead back. Do you roll the dice and go for it? Or do you take your 3 points?
Oh, on 4th and 7, I don't think you go for it. If they're 4th and 2, maybe you go for it, but not on 4th and 7. No, they're kicking the field goal.
Yeah. Zoltan losing his mind over here. I don't know what he was trying to say there, but he's upset about something.
And the field goal is good. I think he thought that was a catch, maybe.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Greg Zuerlein with the field goal.
All right, and it is 29-24. Los Angeles Rams. Here in Seattle, Russell Wilson will have to make another comeback if the Seahawks are going to go 4-1 this season.
All right, guys, refresh your browsers. I got an MMA trivia question for you guys. The natural Randy Couture shocked the MMA world by regaining the UFC Heavyweight Championship by beating this giant heavyweight champion. He was a huge underdog when he defeated this man to regain the UFC Heavyweight Championship. Who did Randy Couture defeat to regain the UFC Heavyweight strap?
One of the biggest heavyweights I think there's ever been, at least for heavyweight champion.
Yep. And Randy Couture shocked the world and took him out.
I believe he's like 6'7", 6'8".
Name this fighter.
And it was not Brad Imes from season number 2 of The Ultimate Fighter. So there's only like one other 6'7", 6'8" guy, I think.
Stefan Struve.
Well, yeah, he's like 7'1".
Yeah, he's really tall. All right, guys, come on now. You guys should know who Randy Couture beat for the heavyweight title.
I think maybe everybody stopped and they're just like kept it on to be nice so I could get the watch time.
Possibly.
Well, that would be nice of them.
Yeah. Well, it's just you and me, Mike. What's up?
All right, I'm gonna call it. It's Tim Sylvia.
Tim the Maniac Sylvia. Mike with his third correct answer.
Hey, first last, if you're out there, I'm catching up with you now. I got 3,000 points.
That's right. Are you adding up the points for everyone now, too?
Oh, yeah, in between. Let's get first, last. Got the first one, then it was you. Let me count up first, last, because it was asking 2,000.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. 6,000 for first, last.
Good job. Zoltan's still here. He just commented.
Oh, see that. And Billy, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's ahead of you. He passed you, Billy, I believe. Let me recount this. I thought you had more. No, he didn't. 3.
I have like 8.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, I missed a few of them when I was going through. We're up to like 26 questions tonight, so.
It's easier, though, because we have more than one category to go to. We can easily throw out 30 questions a night like this. But I'm not going to throw out another question until I see at least a couple more people in here.
I got you at 7. I got you at 7, and first last is at 6.
Pretty sure I had 8. I think you're missing one of my answers. I'm not going to worry about it, though.
I may not be seeing it. I'll go back and look at it here in a minute. Oh. And Wilson avoids a sack, finds a receiver for a first down. Tyler Lockett again. Yeah, I knew Tyler Lockett was decent. I never thought he was going to become the number 1 receiver that he looks like in these last few games. Get minus 4,000 for supporting Rams.
Well, you know, the Seahawks drafted Lockett just to be a kick returner from Kansas State, and he ended up being a better receiver than they thought.
Yeah, he's got 4 receptions, 51 yards, and a touchdown tonight. And down the middle here. That's Chris Carson. That's going to be about a 7-yard run there.
Chris Carson's a really hard running back. He likes to run it right up the middle. He gets the tough yards.
Yeah, 2nd and 2 here for the Seahawks. See, I think he's a more powerful version of Rashad Penny. I don't think Penny cuts very well. I think he runs north and south too much, and I don't think he's a real power back. But he can catch the ball, so maybe they need to throw it to him more often.
Yeah, he seems to be the receiving back.
Oh, and here comes Carson with the first down.
Very patient run there by Carson. Waited for the hole to open up and then went through the middle.
He's been very good at continuing to get yards after the hit. And it's just these last couple weeks. Before last week, he had fumbled every single week, and he had not really had a decent game. I mean, maybe decent, but nothing good.
Yeah.
All right, so... oh, and Russell takes the ball and runs it. I would not have given you negative for supporting the Rams, Zoltan. And 2nd and about 1, Russell Wilson runs and slides for a 9-yard gain. 8-yard gain. Man, but I got to tell you, Pete Carroll, he can't be real happy watching Russell continuing to run the ball and risk himself like that. He's done that his whole career, though.
It's in his blood. Scam artist calling my phone in the middle of a broadcast.
I was wondering what that was. All right, 2nd and 2. Should put it on Do Not Disturb.
I don't know how to do that.
What kind of
Never
phone
done
do you have?
Samsung Galaxy.
Just say Google, put phone on Do Not Disturb.
Google. Put phone on Do Not Disturb.
All right, 3rd and 1. Big down here for the Seahawks, and they're going to take it to Chris Carson again and past the 40-yard line. That's another first down for the Seattle Seahawks. So
Was that your computer or mine?
That was mine. That was an update coming up. 6:05 left here in the 4th quarter. 29-24 Rams. And Chris Carson might have a 100-yard game here. I'm going to have to remember to put my computer on Do Not Disturb next time. Turn all the notifications off. Wilson fakes the handoff. Runs around the outside. Being chased. He's going to have to throw that away. Oh, flag on the play.
I'm trying to
It's
find
a late hit on Wilson. I got to watch the replay. I did not see it. Matthews running forward. Oh, they're trying to say it's a helmet to helmet, I believe, but he hit him with the shoulder. And I think that the referees, they're going to call it roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
That's a big one.
On the Rams, and I'm not so sure about that. What do you think about this play?
The coach is upset.
So Wilson throws it here, and that just kind of looks like forward progress. He doesn't drop, he does kind of drop his helmet, but they don't hit. I don't believe the helmet's
the
made.
ref thought he led. Let's see here. I don't know. That's a ticky-tack one.
Did Matthews try to stop his progress? I don't know that he really could have. Yeah, I say you let him play on that one. Not the worst roughing the passer I've seen this year, but not one that I'd call.
Nonetheless, the Seahawks get the call, though.
Yeah. Carson for about 2 yards. Well, I'll say that's a makeup for that missed holding call on that big play earlier.
Fair enough.
It's a deep pass. So all right, Carson back in. 5 minutes left in the game. Rams leading 29-24 here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 8. Oh, and I never switched this from the 3rd quarter. That's the one I always forget is to switch the quarter. And a handoff to Carson. Wow, he breaks tackles. Wow, and he is taking this entire defense with him. They got to bring in like 5 guys to stop him. That's about a 13-yard game for Chris Carson, and he gets a standing ovation. 1st and goal for the Seattle Seahawks.
Carson's having one heck of a game tonight.
I didn't even know he was capable of this.
Good blocking by the offensive line to start off the run, and then he carried the defenders at the end. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
I got to hand it to Pete Carroll. When Chris Carson was fumbling balls the first 3 games of this year, Carroll stood up for him. And Carson, nothing going on there. They bring the whole line on that one.
Blew it up in the middle.
Like center arrow plays. Nice. All right. 2nd and goal. 3:45 here in the 4th. What's up, Mo Scream TV? I was just going to say, I think it's just me, Billy, and Zoltan actually responding, but there's Mo Scream. Thank you.
Big 2nd and goal. Here we go.
Wilson drops back. Cannot find Metcalf. And it's going to be 3rd and goal.
huge 3rd and goal. This is 4-down territory, though, Mike.
It
I
kind
don't
of
think you
like,
take a field goal.
It kind of looked like to me that Metcalf misran his route there. He really didn't give Wilson a spot where he could get the ball in there.
I also think Wilson threw it there because he didn't want to risk an interception.
Well, yeah. So close, says Zoltan. All right, 3rd and goal. This is a huge down here because a field goal will not bring him back. Carson with the ball. They're going to run it on 3rd and goal. I don't agree with this. And they're going to be stopped about the 6-yard line.
Wow.
That's a pretty aggressive play right there.
Definitely going 4th and 4th with that play call.
Yeah,
They
it
got
kind of
5
seemed
yards
like
to
he
go.
was trying to get as close as possible. Well, there's only 2:55 left in the game, and they are going for it on 4th and goal. This could be the game right here. I'm nervous, Billy.
Well, worst case scenario, they don't get it. They still have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning.
2:35 left here in the 4th. 4th and goal. Wilson back. Finds some time. Finds number 32. It's a touchdown! Russell Wilson to Chris
Wow.
Carson.
He almost dropped it.
I thought he was going to drop it for a second. I was about to lose it if he dropped that.
Chris Carson with the game of his life.
Now do
Huge
they go for
touchdown
2?
catch.
They kind of have to. It doesn't make sense to
Yeah.
go for 1 here.
Yeah, if they go for 2, they can make it a 3-point lead. 1 and 2-point lead, it's just the same thing. Look at that. Oh, wow. He was so close to screwing that up.
Yeah, at
But
this
he
point,
held
they
it
get
in.
Butterfingers for the win. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but he held on to it. Oh, if he would have dropped that ball, there might have been a riot. I'm guessing this pass does not go to Chris Carson. 2:28
No.
left in the 4th. Big 2-point conversion attempt here for the Seahawks. Fakes the handoff to Carson. Finds Metcalf in the end zone. He drops it.
Wow.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
The Rams have one of the best kickers in the game, too, and all they need is a field goal to win.
Yeah, that was a big 2-point conversion. They're going to have 2 timeouts, I believe, as well.
Yep.
And they're going back to that pass interference penalty, and then, yeah, look at Carson. Man, he almost bobbled it a couple times. Ends up getting it, though. That was a dead spiral. That was a pretty
Carson's lucky
hard.
he was still open. He had time to bobble it and still catch it.
Yeah, but that was a dead spiral there to Metcalf. I mean, it was a hard play. It was a little low on the run. It wasn't the easiest catch ever for Metcalf, but he definitely could have got it.
$2:28 to go.
All right. I don't think I criticized Metcalf too much for not catching that one.
No, the defender was there, too. It's not like it was the easiest catch in the world.
All right. Rams will receive with plenty of time. 2:28. Kickoff from the Seahawks here. Going to need some big plays from the Seahawks defense. And the Rams will take it at the 25. Hopefully
The
I
Rams
don't
are
blow it.
only going to need about 40 yards to be in field goal range, Mike.
All right. Is anybody in here but Zoltan and Muscream? We're going to do some more trivia, but I think people might have passed out.
Well, I'm going to go grab some water while you think about if we're going to do more trivia or not.
All right. Here we go. 2:28 left in the 4th. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Goff back. Finds a receiver over the top, number 18, and that's going to be a first down, and he gets out of bounds. 2:21 left in the 4th. Seahawks 30-29 here in the fourth quarter. This is for sole possession of second place in the NFC West. Both teams 3-1. Also a big game because it could come down to a tiebreaker for seeding in the playoffs or possibly even making it to the playoffs. Goff back from the 30, throws, incomplete, number 18, off his hands. Second and 10, KJ Wright put the pressure on Goff there, but wow, number 18 just right through his hands there. And 2:17 left in the fourth quarter. All right, 10 watching. If anybody hasn't hit the thumbs up button yet, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Second and 10. Here for the Rams. Oh, almost a sack. Oh, almost an interception by number 30. Jumps over the top. I agree with you, Zoltan. That was very low. Wow. Getting a bunch of feedback again. I don't know what's going on today. I'm going to call you back on Skype, Billy. This thing's going crazy. And incomplete pass. They break it up again. Going to be 3rd and 10.
Coming down the wire here.
All right. Yeah, I think we'll go back to Skype this time. This feedback's been even worse on Messenger. I don't know why, but... Oh, yeah,
Really?
33 almost gets... Oh, man, that's an interception from number 33, Thompson.
Did it hit the ground? I can't tell.
I think they need to relook at that.
I think he did get it. You're right.
Is he challenging it? Challenge it.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's watch it.
He's challenging it.
Wow, what a play. That's an interception. He caught that. That was amazing.
You know, the Rams might regret losing that timeout now.
No, that was the Rams that lost the timeout.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
Seahawks can challenge.
I know. But if the Rams turn the ball over, they would need the timeouts to get the ball back.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Seahawks can come pretty close to running the timeout, I think, here. That was amazing. What's going on, BCD? We got Niners coming up on, Monday Night Football against the Browns, right?
Let's go Niners indeed. Let's go Niners. Let's go Broncos.
Go Hawks. And you know, if Russell Wilson could just get one more touchdown for me in fantasy football today, I don't think I'm quite comfortable yet.
No?
Let's see where I'm at. He's got me 30 points.
That's a hell of a turnout.
Yeah, that's a pretty good part. 268 yards and 4 touchdowns. All right, good luck to you guys, BCD.
Like button for the Niners. Smash that like button for the 49ers.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure and hit that subscribe button so you're notified whenever I drop a new video or go live. Like for this Saturday, UFC 243, the Stylebender Israel Adesanya challenges Robert Bobby Knuckles Whitaker for the middleweight championship. Got 100 people that leave this. Well, I never had 100 people in this one.
This hasn't been that bad, though, really. I'm telling
the
you.
Seahawks pumping up the crowd, going through, giving high fives there, Thompson.
Wow, they just tackled him. Oh, they tackled the mascot. That's funny.
208 still awaiting this what they say on this challenge. Rams will have 2 timeouts if the Seahawks take over this ball, which I think they will. Man, what a play. That's got to be one of the better interceptions that I've seen.
Yeah.
Or at least for holding on to the ball.
Did they make the announcement?
Yes, it is an interception. It is overturned. Seattle Seahawk ball with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, Zoltan, they just hate LA because they stole St. Louis's team.
Yep. Technically, St. Louis stole it from LA to begin with, though.
Oh, way back in the day, you're right. Yeah, LA didn't have a team for a while.
Yeah.
Best improv catch I've seen. Yeah, it was pretty good, Zoltan. All right,
No, they have
Seahawks.
to stop Carson. The Seahawks are going to run the ball 3 times. You'll have the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts. The Seahawks need 1, maybe 2 first downs, and the game is theirs.
Carson with maybe 2 yards here, and that's going to be the 2-minute warning. So basically the Rams get 3 timeouts because it's going to stop for the 2-minute warning.
That was the only good part about the interception happening before the 2-minute warning, is they get that extra timeout that way. So yeah, actually, if the Seahawks can get a first down, I think this game's over, Mike.
Well, with 2 timeouts? Yeah, I guess they're not going to be able to stop enough, are they?
Yeah, I think the Seahawks just need 1 first down.
Just take care of the ball. Don't turn it over. That's the key here. All right, I was playing Team Killian, who had Disley at tight end, got him 12.8 points, 81 yards on 4 receptions. Not a bad play for a tight end either. That was a good pickup, actually. I seen Disley. I think Disley was available recently.
Yeah, he was.
I think I thought about picking him up, but I have 2 decent tight ends.
Who are your tight ends?
Greg Olson, who's done really well for me, and
Olson's been really good.
I'm going to tell you in a minute. 1, 2. Doyle over in Indianapolis.
Okay.
He's a good backup for the week off.
I think Disley is better than Doyle, though.
Yeah, I agree. Especially if Olsen gets injured.
Olson's very, very injury prone, too.
Yeah. That's true. He was questionable already a couple games this year, I believe.
Yeah.
No, I tried to pick up a couple players off waivers, but apparently other people had got them before me.
Yeah.
There was a few good pickups this week at receiver and running back.
I picked up the Eagles running back Howard.
Oh, nice. Fook, all SoCal Hype Machine teams.
Golden Nuggets. Let's talk about my Denver Nuggets.
Hand off to Carson, and he does not get the first down, but about 3-4 yards there. That's going to put him in decent position at 3rd down.
Rams will use their second to last timeout. Yeah, all he needs is 1 more first down, Mike. And even if the Rams get the ball back, it would be with like 12, 15 seconds to go. If that.
If the Seahawks get the first down here.
Yeah, this is a huge third down. This is the game right here.
If they don't get this first down, I would say this game becomes a coin flip. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Seahawks leading the Rams 30-29. 3rd and 2 for the Seahawks. Right around the 50-yard line.
Yeah, if they get a first down, I just did the math, Mike. The game's over.
All right. Hawks need interception. Hawks have the ball. Zoltan. All right, 3rd and 2. Russell Wilson. He's going to fake the handoff to Carson. Shucks a cup. Wow. And the Rams are going to stop him for a big loss. They fake the handoff to Carson. Russell starts running with it. Laterals it to number 16, Tyler Lockett. And Lockett is tackled for a loss.
Wow. I do not agree with that play call. Carson was dominating up the middle, and they took the ball out of the running back's hands. Aqib Talib made the play, though. He's the one that stopped Wilson. And then Wilson knew that he only had one choice, and that was to throw it.
Yeah, 4th and 10. They knock him back 8 yards.
The Seahawks were so close to clinching this game. And now their defense is going to have to...
there's a... Look at that face mask there. That wasn't called.
The Rams are going to have tons of time, and they only need a field goal. That was a really big miss right there. That is a face mask. That would have been an automatic first down in ball game.
Well, yeah, some of the ticky-tack fouls they've called this year, and then, yeah, maybe they'll let them play a little bit more at the end of the game, though. And they're going to try to take it, number 19 for the Rams. Oh, and the Seahawks are going to stop him at the 8-yard line. That's a huge play. 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Rams will take over on the 8-yard line.
Yep.
Zoltan's playing backwards world on us now, I think.
Hmm.
The Seahawks are in the neon green, Zoltan. He's having fun. I'm just glad there's somebody in here.
Well, according to mine, there's 12 people in here.
It says 11 on mine, but I haven't seen too many people comment in a while.
Maybe they're just watching the game or listening.
I'm going to update it. Yeah, it says 11. Yeah, they could be listening. That's why I keep updating the score and the time. And it is 1:38 in the fourth. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Goff back in the end zone. Finds a receiver, number 81, Everett, excuse me. And that's going to be about 3 yards short of a first down. But they're going to need to make some longer plays than that right now. 1:20 left in the fourth, and this crowd is loud. Goff back and broken up. Goff throws in the middle of 2 defenders. 3rd and 1 now here for the Rams. Obviously, they're in 4th down territory. 1:14 left in the game. Might still be right. They need an interception. Could be. They almost got an interception there.
You know what I just thought of, Mike?
What's that?
You're ahead of all of us now, so maybe people aren't watching because they don't want it to be spoiled because you're ahead of everyone.
Oh, man. I guess got to watch on Amazon Player next time. All right, 3rd and 1 here for the Rams. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Seahawks up 30-29. Goff back. Finds a receiver, number 17, and he gets out of bounds. Woods. McDougal looks like he could have tried a little harder to keep him in bounds there.
15 of you beautiful people are in here right now. Don't forget, Mike is streaming live reactions to the Adesanya Whitaker fight this Saturday night.
Another first down for the Los Angeles Rams. A reception for number 18 Cup, and he gets out of bounds. This is starting to get pretty hairy for the Seahawks because the Rams have a good kicker. 2nd and 1, 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the game.
If you're Jared Goff,
Was
just
that going to
keep
be
doing what you're
offsides
doing.
on the
Don't
offense or the
finish
defense?
that. Minute to go. That's a false start on the offense.
But it won't affect the clock.
No, because the guy went out of bounds. If the clock was running, it would be an automatic 10-second runoff.
I know I should wait 10 seconds before I call what I see. Got to watch on Amazon Prime Video next time, I guess. No, I was way too far behind on Hulu, though.
Because just like you didn't like it being spoiled, now you're the spoiler. It makes sense.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
Because you say it, and I have to wait like 10, 15
Yeah,
seconds.
I'll try to be a little more delayed.
Or just, I can call it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, 2nd and 6, Goff and shotgun. Goff back to pass. Pass over the middle. It's complete to Cooper Kupp, and he gets out of bounds. The Seahawks are allowing the Rams to the sideline over and over again. A big no-no. The Rams have no timeouts. Beautiful route there by Kupp, though. And the Rams are about 25 yards from field goal range. 1st and 10 on their own 42. A minute to go. Goff back to pass. Goff over the middle. It's caught. Gerald Everett, did he fumble or was he down? I think the Seahawks have the ball. They're calling him down. They're saying the receiver was down. Here's the replay. He was down. The ground cannot cause a fumble. What a break for the Rams as they are in field goal range as we speak. 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. 30 seconds to go. If you're the Seahawks, do you use your timeouts?
Wow, that's
pass.
a good point.
Incomplete. Looking for Cooper Kupp on the sideline. 24 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 Rams.
A sack or a big defensive play by the Seahawks here would go a very long ways. Even an offsides by the Rams could make this a lot more difficult. On the 30-yard line. Oh, I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous again.
2nd and 10. Rams are breaking the huddle. They have the ball on the 30-yard line. 4 wide receivers. They spread it out. Goff and shotgun. Goff back to pass. Drops back off of his back foot. Almost throws an interception. Good defense there by number 24 from Seattle. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Jamar Taylor, that was a good tip. And Zerline warming up on the sidelines. 20 seconds left in this game.
Good break on the ball. 20 seconds even to go. 3rd and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams.
This is a nail biter.
What a big drive from Jared Goff. His back was against the wall. Pete Carroll's got to be thinking about that weird 3rd down call when they could have ran out the clock. Goff back to pass. I don't think they're going to get it off. It's delay a game on the Rams. You cannot have that happen.
This could be a big break for the Seahawks.
It's going to set up 3rd and 15 from the 35.
I'm not quite sure how that would work, Bailey. I can't even think about that right now. That's confusing. 3rd and 15. And
Bobby
the
Wagner
Rams are going to... Would you just kick here?
No. Jared Goff in the shotgun. 3 wide with a tight end on the end. Goff back to pass. Throws a little dump off there to the running back. He gets about 7 yards on the play. That was Gerald Everett, the tight end with the catch.
Oh, I am not happy about that. This is
39, 41-yard field goal, somewhere in that range.
Oh, this is not looking good for the Seahawks.
15 seconds to go.
44 is the official.
Greg Zerline is your kicker, with Jake McGregor your holder. 44-yard field goal attempt. The ball is set. Waiting on the snap. Seahawks might ice him. Will they do it? Nope. The kick is up. Zerline. And it is no good!
Seahawks win!
Greg Zerline misses wide right.
That's what pressure can do to a kicker. 30-29 in an absolute slugfest of a game. Wow.
The Seattle Seahawks have survived.
I really did.
best
I thought it was
kickers in
over.
the
I thought the
game.
Rams had it.
One of the top kickers, a former Pro Bowl kicker, Greg Zuerlein, never misses, and he misses a gimme field goal for him. And
That's a
Pete
lot.
Carroll
That's
is
a lot
waiting
of
on the
pressure.
sideline.
That's a lot of pressure on that kick, though.
The Seahawks are celebrating. The 12th man in the stands is going wild. It's going to be a red panty night in Seattle, Washington, folks. As your final score, your Seattle Seahawks 30, Los Angeles Rams 29.
Wow, that was an incredible game. That was a lot of fun, and I was deciding to myself, I'm like, even if the Seahawks lose, that was a lot of fun. It was a really good game, but I'm glad we get the win and move to 4-1.
Huge win for the Seahawks. Sets them in the driver's seat.
So both teams miss field goals inside of 45 yards, I believe, in that game.
Yep, and both teams missed 2-point conversions as well.
Yep, party time and freeze in Seattle. Snuggle down with the ladies. That is true, Zoltan. And that was a slugfest of a game. And we have a slugfest coming up this Saturday. Robert Whitaker and the stylebender Israel Adesanya finally get it on at UFC 243 this Saturday. And who do you have in that one, Billy?
I got Adesanya by second round TKO with a head kick.
Oh. See, most people calling Whitaker. I'm going to take Whitaker by 4th round knockout. I think he takes... You think that Romero couldn't take him out in 2 fights and Adesanya can?
I do, but I think if it gets past the second round, Whitaker's going to win.
All right, night, Zoltan.
Adesanya
Thanks for
has to
coming.
end it in the first 2.
Thanks for sticking around, Zoltan.
Yeah, Zoltan, you did good, buddy.
And did you hear that firework?
I did. Mike, I'm going to let you bring it on home. I'll see you tomorrow or Saturday, depending on what the schedule is.
All
right,
right.
guys.
Thank you,
Have a great
Billy.
night.
Yeah, I'll make sure and post something early if I'm going to end up doing WWE SmackDown. Obviously, we're going to do the UFC on Saturday. So thank you, Billy. All right, everyone, with fireworks in the background and the Seattle Seahawks with a 30-29 victory, I bid you adieu until the next stream. And as always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses later.